Good evening. I'm Mandik Menvunez, and that is Lucky Lauren Y. Tonight, we both sit on the blank. No, it's not the block. It's the newest twist in the Big Brother house. But first, awkward shoulder transition. There's no camera there. But first, being on the blank means you either have no losses or no wins when it comes to the NFL. Or you're owned by Arthur Blank and his family. Lauren, unfortunately, has both of those going for her. Karl, on the other hand, has been politicking, backstabbing, doing anything he can to get votes. Welcome to I can't say it twice. Actually, I had to look that up that I can't say Big Brother twice. Welcome to Monday Night Friends of the ChatPack. Lauren, anything you want to say to the jury house?
Yes. That whole thing doesn't work for me, brother. Get your sweet gear at ericbischoff.com or boxofgimmicks.com. Damn you, Karl.
You didn't see that one coming, did you?
What?
You didn't see that coming, did
you? I didn't. In fact, you started live, and I was like, wait a minute. I don't think I have an email from Karl today. And then you just...
I did get Box of Gimmicks. I know it's a little shiny. Less hate, more barbecue.
Oh, nice.
And I did get That's Not Gonna Work for Me, Brother.
Did you? Did you get the ladies cut like I did?
Mm-hmm.
You got a little cleavage action like I do?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. When I got blasted for wearing my Rings of Saturn t-shirt that had no neck on it, that went from it was like a Saved by the Bell workout video t-shirt from H&M that is incredibly too long in either the front or the back on purpose, and it's all grungy. Oh yeah, I had to get that one. Lauren, how the hell was your weekend?
I don't want to talk about my weekend. How was yours?
I got crushed. I shouldn't say that. Reason I'm wearing this shirt is not to offend one of our top guys. Yes, I own one piece of non-Green Bay football merchandise, memorabilia, whatever it is. My favorite player, non-Green Bay forever, this is going to go on forever, is Lamar Jackson. We are gathered here tonight. We are gathered here tonight. I wanted to really do that more Prince-like. To watch what I think is going to be the highest rated game until the Super Bowl. The defending Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on a team that a lot of people thought was going to get there last year, but Frank Bruno and his Titans said, not on my watch. The Ravens. Lamar Jackson is somebody I covered in college at Louisville when he won the Heisman. He's always been extremely humble. And everybody loves a good underdog story. And when he was told that he was going to have to play receiver, and he said, nah, man, I'm good. I think I'll play quarterback. And he has torn up the league since then. I support Lamar from the Louisville standpoint. And we have a whole host of people joining us tonight, Lauren, don't we?
I guess we do. I see them blowing up our private chat over here. Hey, guys, do me a favor and go leave your comments on our public comment sections so that it looks like we have people who watch this show.
You know somebody who does watch this show?
Who?
He watches it through thick and thin. Full bladder, empty bladder. He does it at any time. And we head live to the Sunflower State because this is our first, not our first, but you get it, the first one that we're bringing in, our first FOC, friend of the ChatPack. There he is, Matt Levitt. You can follow him at Levitator. Matt, how you doing, my man?
Offense, offense, offense. Uh-huh. Everybody's talking about offense. Uh-huh. But here's why, of course. Yeah. And the reason why is because Patrick Mahomes, he's like a star in the sky. He's rising like the sun up at noon, sending rays down to receivers. Receivers with speed. Yeah. Like Tyreek Hill, like Travis Kelce. See what I did there? Uh-huh. Offense. People talk about offense. Offense sometimes is what's called the best defense. Yeah. But defense still wins championships, So if that's the case, Steve Spagnuolo, year 2 in the Honey Badger, yeah, he's from Louisiana, and that's good, I believe, for Lauren, So that's what we're gonna do, and defense is gonna win championships, and that's why the Chiefs are gonna win. Dig it?
Now, let me ask you this, Macho Man. Did you create the Legion of Zoom, the notable group of fast wide receivers for the Kansas City Chiefs? Sammy Watkins, Tyreek Hill, McCole Hardman, all just the blazing track stars. Are you responsible for that?
Up, down, left, right, Macho Man is out of sight, and so are they,
All right, that's going to do it for us. We're going to send it back to ringside with you guys. Dude. So, Lauren, on Top Guy Theater, Matt did his Macho Man.
I haven't gotten that far, but I have been watching Top Guy Theater today.
It's in the middle of like 3 people talking over each other. And I stop, I look up, I'm like, who said that? Like, who did it that well? Because you can do the moments and the spacing and the little tidbits, but there's something about Matt's that's more guttural. It's more like visceral, that you could just like take it and touch it, and I feels like the Macho Man is in the room with you.
Well, that's appreciated. That's like the highest praise that I possibly could get.
That's the highest praise you can get. Damn. So Matt, how you feeling? How's everything going? And what for those that might be unfamiliar, that are top guys, top gals, my push doesn't matter, family members of ad-free shows, you came to me with a text, and you've been extremely not only candid, but you wrote something last night about getting ready for work, and I was like, damn, I've got much respect for this guy, and it's really cool that you're able to share your story on a night like tonight.
It is. I think that everybody watching at this point probably knows, especially after Conrad and Evans sent a care package that I posted on Twitter, and it just blew up to an exponential degree. But I felt like, what was that?
Tell us what you got.
Oh my goodness. I got a Sting enamel pin from StarCast 3. I got a koozie, and I got a Sting action figure. And then again, the handwritten note was what really set it off. Someone who's really busy over at Ad Free Shows. Yeah, it's incredible. It's just utterly incredible that they take the time to do that. No one hardly uses stationery anymore to begin with. No one takes the time to write anything anymore, or has the penmanship that you can read it. So, but my wife and I tested positive for COVID. I am not 100% sure how we got it. I have my suspicions. I'll keep this positive and not take it negative in how I got it, or I believe that I got it. But it happened. And, we have tried to be very, very careful about how we've managed things. We've regulated where we've gone. We wear masks all the time. But some folks have made decisions not to wear masks. And some folks have made decisions not to isolate if they've had an exposure. And so I think that's probably how I got it. Long story short is we are incredibly lucky, not just because we've had this outpouring of support from our friends and family, but also from ad-free shows and from the family that I've sort of been adopted into here. The number of people, and I'll give a shout out here, Frank Bruno, I got a text from him every single day checking in on myself and my wife. People that I've never met in person, Karl, you've been phenomenal. Lauren, you offered me up all of your passwords to your streaming services if I needed them. And it's just wild. But we're also very lucky that our symptoms were relatively mild in the grand scheme of things. We were both symptomatic. We were both sort of knocked out for the better part of 2 weeks. But we made it through, and I got cleared by the Kansas Department of Health and Environment to go back to work today. And I felt like $1 million going back to work. And Karl and I talked about this last night. It was suited and booted and ready to go. And I felt like a getting back in and being able to actively work cases, being able to actively do my job. I felt like $1 million. So again, everyone that was a part of reaching out, everyone in the Ad Free Shows community, all of the top guys and gals that reached out, I can't tell you thank you enough. It's really pretty incredible, this community that Conrad and everyone affiliated with Ad Free Shows have built. So thank you again from the bottom of my heart.
I love it.
Wow.
Yeah,
I got nothing. Yeah, I'm glad things are picking up, and I mean the fact that I just saw it just retweeted this Sting action figure. That is amazing. I heard you. I saw it in the group text, but didn't know. Coming up next, we go to Rhode Island. His team is also 3-0. Matt's team's going to be 3-0 by the end of the night, but it's going to be like an overtime game that Lauren is going to be like, oh my gosh, I'm leaving by the first quarter. Because I know I literally need 45 points out of Lamar Jackson in both leagues. If I get 45, however that adds up, it works. This man's team, they came out and they went up north. Don't you know? And they just did not have a great game. But a ugly W is better than any of them. I love ugly W's. Frank Bruno now joining the show. Frank's in here. Frank, what is up, my man?
I don't think that was an ugly W. That was a fugly W.
Can my team get some fugly W's? Because we've been having some pretty fugly L's, okay? Actually, you know what? If it's based on gameplay, we've had some really lovely L's, and I don't want those.
Yeah. Twice in 2 weeks. I literally debate. I sent to Frank and to TJ and to Matt. I said, I'm going to petition the NFL, Las Vegas, everybody, just spot you guys 30 points next week on Monday night against Green Bay. Just spot. Out comes the screwball. Dun, 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 dun.
I can't with football.
Frank, how are things going for you, my man?
I was yelling and swearing at the TV yesterday. I certainly felt like a football moment. Then, the last 2 weeks, Lauren, I've been like watching. I always go to see what the Falcons are up to. I'll always go see what the Packers are up to. Like, the people I call friends, and I'm like, oh, they're up 16. Oh, God, they're up 20. I should tweet her and be like, hey, they got it going on. And well, then they don't. So I'm glad I didn't. Because they would have blamed me for jinxing them. So
no, they jinx themselves. It's not even bad football. Bad football.
All right, we're gonna keep this kind of geographical theme going. Did they jinx themselves or did they not? Mike Kolb joining us from northwestern Indiana, but he is from the greatest city on God's green earth, that being Chicago IL. His Bears are now 3-0. 9-inch Nick. Can I say that? Hold on. Can I say 9-inch Nick? I can say 9-inch Nick. Lauren, if you don't know about the legend of Nick Foles in the locker room, I would say
Colonel Robert Parker levels.
I mean, Colonel Robert Parker, this is a lasso, not a jump rope.
Oh my God.
And all of that, he might have thrown, I think the one that got picked off, I actually think he threw from below the waist. That one that should have been a touch on Allen Robinson. Like, if you guys rewind it back real quick, I saw like blur marks. It's like censored. Like I was like, no. Mike, how you doing, my man?
I'm doing phenomenal. How about you guys?
Not too bad. Thank you for joining us. How was your weekend in general?
I mean, did you see the game yesterday? Lauren, you saw the game yesterday, right? Like,
No, you guys do understand.
Okay.
You guys do understand that I am responsible, not like anybody else. It's kind of like WWE sending, like, I don't know, somebody to rehab. Like when Lauren has post-traumatic Falcons disorder, PTFD, I'm the one on the hook for the bill. So the more you guys go into it, the more that it's coming out of the money I make. Mom,
we should make a drinking game out of this. Every time
Yeah.
someone mentions the Falcons or the Bears, Lauren should just do a shot of Screwball.
Oh God.
Good night.
Guys, I have to be upright for our Zoom call with Eric Bischoff tomorrow night. So let's not play any drinking games involving the Falcons and Screwball. Speaking of, maybe the Falcons are playing not football, but Screwball. Is that a thing? Is this a thing?
It could be. Hey, what's the deal with not being able to see the Ravens Chiefs game on your computer? It's on ESPN Plus, correct? If you want to watch it.
I do want to take that gamble, so I've got it on my TV.
Okay.
I couldn't figure it out.
They stream Monday Night Football, don't they?
They should, yeah. Well, the ESPN one, ESPN.com should. I think you have to put in your cable information, but
Okay. I'm going to get onto that, and we're going to bring in another Bears fan, TJ Stevens. He's in. TJ, what's good, my man?
Well, I was just going through some of my stuff that I don't have around the man cave, and I think two people will appreciate this. I made this in 2001. Someone decided to make me a gag gift for my birthday, and this is what became of it.
oh my goodness.
Oh, I love it.
Oh my goodness. A cheese
Show you how
head.
old this was. Our quarterback was Jim Miller.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Just put that there.
Lauren, would you accept that white elephant Christmas gift of the Tony Schiavone signed UGA hat that was posted by Conrad today?
I first of all, no, don't.
Okay. Oh, okay. I didn't know. I wasn't.
The
Also, guys,
UGA part really messes it up for me, but I would appreciate a Tony Schiavone autograph. Check out this, guys.
Be on the lookout in your mail, fellas and ladies.
Yeah.
The new
Did that
Top
come
shirt
today?
that came today.
Oh, that's
I
red.
got a low-key Big Hog pin in the mail today, which is kind of cool.
That's awesome.
Wait, Lauren, did you
Why
say you need
you
a Tony
won?
Schiavone autograph?
No, I want a Tony Schiavone autograph. Other than this one, I want one, but I'm not willing to have that blurst logo in my home.
Mike, you won the
Logo.
Jerry Lawler, right?
I did.
What?
Well done. Well done,
Yes.
sir.
Yes,
No
I
way.
appreciate that.
What was the winning caption?
Shit. Did I lock my jukebox before I left the house?
Nice. Well played.
Good.
Thank you.
All right, and you can follow TJ over at. Did I get it right?
That's yes, sir.
Sir. And of course, a field goal by the Ravens upcoming here.
And also, we talked about Matt's Macho Man. We should not underplay Karl's Dusty Roads. He pulled on us out of nowhere.
Yep.
Tremendous.
I'm gonna wait on my Dusty for tonight. I gotta wait till Lauren gets like some BAC in her. We got 3-0. 3-0. 3-0.
We may need some Sheiky baby at some point too.
I'm getting humbled. I'm getting humbled in fantasy football. What a jabroni. My neck of the woods now, we're heading on out to the head coach, a man that knows to be a leader of young men, young souls, and a personality that jumps off the screen. What up, Coach Rosie?
Good to
wow.
Good to see you, Karl. How are you?
brother, I'm well. How are you doing? I know Denver got into a little bit of a tussle yesterday minus Drew Lock, but if it's any indication, Drew Lock looked pretty good week 1.
Yeah, he's okay. But the Cardinals let me down yesterday. I've kind of jumped on that bandwagon, and it mattered.
What a bizarre game. If anybody wants to go and watch bizarre game, like recap, like the NFL, if you type in NFL scores into Google, you'll get like a 19-minute free YouTube version on your phone. Like I'm watching this, I'm like, wait, I'm so confused. If the score was like blacked out, you would think that Arizona won that game
Easy.
49-10, 49-3.
Yep.
That's a bummer.
Costly turnovers. The young kid kind of got shown a rite of passage yesterday by a pretty sorry defense, but that is the Patriots' old defensive coordinator, so he probably pulled out some strings. And they definitely worked against the kid because he threw like 2 or 3 picks. But Hopkins had another over 100-yard game. He's killing it. So there's some things to look forward to.
Here's the weird thing is I don't understand how the scheduling matched up to where the Lions played at the Cardinals 2 years in a row. How did that happen? Because that was the opening game of last season, and guess what? It ended in a tie. In a tie. Right now, there are no ties for the race of MVP in the NFL. Pretty much hands down.
Big Dick Nick.
Well,
Yes.
I was going to say Josh Allen. And Henry from way up there, originally from Bath, New York, now lives in Corning.
That's right.
And that is the home of Asia, for those that remember, in WCW. It's when they were a coffin on roller skates.
That seems to be too generous a term if you go back and dig deep enough into the last year at WCW.
So you said Asia. I thought you meant owner of a broken heart.
Oh, no. This is AYSA.
I thought it was somebody from Jaguars.
Yeah, well, that could be. That's an inside reference between Coach and I. That might be a Magic City. It's the Magic City of Phoenix.
Very much so.
So, yeah, that's a great, Mike. That's a great idea. Lauren, the Falcons beat Green Bay on Monday night. I will gift you my Tony Schiavone autograph photo. Wow, Mike.
It is addressed to Michael, but you know,
I mean, that kind of makes it better. There's stakes.
So
No, Lauren, knowing me and how sure I am of Green Bay, it will happen. You watch, because something will happen, and it's not going to be good. This guy's also in Western New York, luckily staying safe, and Mahomes almost got some serious trouble right there.
Oof.
What is that?
Sounds like somebody's unduct taping a hostage.
Oh, that's good.
Oy vey.
It's good. At least we're all witnesses and not just me.
Hulu is clearly on a delay. This is not going to be good.
Who's on a delay?
Hulu.
Oh, I'm watching on Dish. So
I hear they have live sports.
All right, I'm at 8:30 first quarter, and there was just a penalty
For
on
illegal use of hands.
Yeah.
I'm watching on Sling.
Okay. So wait, who's got the bad delay?
Me.
Oh, of course. So where are you right now? What does it show?
They just gave the illegal use of hands call.
You're close enough. Yeah,
I'm
you're right
close.
there. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He makes one of the spiciest bowls of jambalaya you ever had. Had to take you out and put out that ass fire.
Is that Calais Campbell?
Not sure, but wait, where'd he go?
The Ravens, yeah.
Back. And Antonio also in the Western New York, correct? Rochester's considered Western New York. Rad. You're Bill 3-0. Antonio, great to have you with us. How you doing, my man?
Hey, doing good. I got like 15 minutes. I figured come on here really quick, say what's up.
So you manage this in between work. How do you do that?
See, I got like a 45-minute break. I just pretty much I get bored and then you guys are on. I tend to get on now.
It's awesome. We appreciate having you. And also, oh yeah, go for it, man. Yeah, no, there's Henry and Antonio is where I have. I just pulled you up. Where'd you go, Antonio? I just had your banner up. I'll get it up. Go ahead. But while you make your comment, go for it.
Damn near had a heart attack yesterday.
It got
That was a
dicey.
nasty game yesterday.
That got dicey. Is your boy Josh Allen the clear MVP right now?
So far, yeah.
He's the MVP of my fantasy team. I can tell you that.
Mm.
I had 2 wide receivers blank me yesterday. One of them plays for Atlanta, and Josh Allen scored 38, and he's pretty much the reason why I'm winning. I won't say his name, but the wide receiver's name rhymes with Shmulio.
Yeah, that would probably be about the same for.
We love you, Lauren.
No one's more upset about Julio Honey, as he's known in my house, as my 4-year-old girls who just think the world of Julio Jones. They were disappointed as well.
Is he a big? Now you told me something, Lauren. What did he go on? He had some sort of shoot interview where he's like, "Good, fans don't want to show up."
Yeah, I don't know what the question was.
Or not fans show up. I'm sorry, that was really bad. That obviously they can't go, but that was terrible.
Atlanta is known for not having a great fan base, particularly for the Falcons. Julio Jones is aware of it, and it's funny because he's like really a beloved figure, I think, in this city, despite the fact that the rest of his teammates are not. But yeah, after that first or second game, whatever it was, he was on record saying, "Y'all can be haters if you want to, and don't jump on the bandwagon when we do start winning." So.
And we've got a touchdown from the one and only Patrick Mahomes as he scrambles on in. And
Lauren and I discussed it, and apparently the Falcons are the Miami Heat of the NFL when it comes to fans.
Ooh,
that's
misses the extra point, so I can't give you a perfect. However, I can give you a knockdown. Lamar Jackson is reeling. The Ravens are reeling.
Guy hits 2 58-yard field goals last week and shanks an extra point. It's phenomenal.
It's unbelievable. So, all right, who else we got in on the kind of a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3? Oh, yeah, we're almost been hitting the limit. Oh, Coach Rosie is now back.
What are you supposed
to? I think the limit that I have on the stream.
What is it?
It's a StreamYard Pro business account is 10 to 11 people. I don't know if I count as like the host, so I don't know if it's 10 or 11 or 12, something like that. Lauren, how good am I with numbers?
Pretty bad, kind of bad. Bad.
Sure. Showing up on time?
If Karl were a guy who had asked me on a date, or I had asked him on a date, that wouldn't have happened. But not because it's Karl, but because I'm just not that type of girl. I would have broken up with you like 5 dates ago because your tardiness is unacceptable.
As tardy as he is.
Yeah. Well, that's why the whole dating game for me ended. Plus, late had a reoccurring theme in my dating life, so I'll just leave that real quick. Big joke.
What are the odds that we can invite Karl's mom on to the next My ChatPack and ask her about his tardiness?
Yes.
Oh, My mom will be so ready to come on here and just absolutely lace into me. Oh, James L. Curry? Is this happening?
It's El Corai.
El Corai, El Curry. Look at me. Pronunciations on time, math. James L. Curry.
It's El Corai.
Damn it! I did it again. El Corai.
Come on, pal.
James,
Pal.
I owe you a triple apology. 2 mispronunciations. And that Mike McCarthy tweet might have been a little bit. I started a pregame at that point for the Packers game, and I went back and looked at it, and it's one of those ones you're like, yeah, I want to take that one back. I'm going to take that one back. That was a little too savage, a little bit too like, hey, I just got out of surgery. Do you mind? Damn it. Do you mind not, like, I don't know, opening up my sutures in front of everybody on social media type of tweet? So my apologies for that. Mike McCarthy still sucks, but Seattle threw the ball like crazy. And you got, hey, how crazy is this? You were on the opposite end of the Leon Lett play.
Yeah, all the Don Beebe talk we've had recently, and that literally happened.
It actually happened. So DK Metcalf got on fantasy, catches it. La-di-da. Just walking on in, and boom! Sucker punch.
Deshaun
there
Jackson.
It goes. Deshaun Jackson. I was thinking of him dropping the ball. We do have another person trying to enter the room. Let me see what I can do about that. It's Phil. Oh, Phil. Okay. Phil, give me a couple. Yeah, we're gonna stick on a couple of moments here because Antonio's headed back to work in a little bit. You'll fill his spot. And Antonio, no rush.
Okay.
So is there actually a penalty on that last play?
Hey, Antonio, there you are.
Hey, Coach. What's up, man?
Long time no see, brother. Nice to see you.
Oh, Shiki
know,
Baby's
same here.
tweeting about the game.
Oh, baby would love to humble Antonio, break his back, fuck his ass, and humble him old country way. Only if you were a wife beater.
Oh, yeah.
And so to answer your question, Henry, yes, there was a penalty on that play.
There's also a penalty on the next play.
Oh, good.
You mean the replacement refs that were in Buffalo yesterday made their way out to Baltimore?
Well, that's obviously the most talked about thing is that there was a pass interference call going into on the final moments of the Rams and Bills game. If you didn't see it, listen, folks, here's how it goes. Calls are calls. Calls are what bring sport. Oh my gosh, Jim Harbaugh's about to
have a minor aneurysm.
He's screaming so hard he might shit his pants.
His khakis might be just late.
Am I allowed to swear on here? Because I feel like every time I do, I see Lauren look at me with disgust.
That's just my face.
Just don't say areola.
Yeah, don't, because Mike and I actually, I'm sorry, not Mike and I, Joe Galley from the NWA, we had talked about things that were just surprising, and I said that I had gotten my nips blown off, and then areola came back up again. Damn it, I said it.
Okay, that's my cue to go back to work.
Hey,
so where's Lauren at on the word moist?
I don't mind that one.
God.
So here's the thing.
What about moist areolas?
Oh, stop!
No, that one's way off. No, you know what? The one that I always found interesting is that weather girls at the station were this is no joke. At every TV station I went to, would never say like, we'd be in Florida and be like, yeah, we're going to see some, moist precipitation moving up. And they were like cringing saying it. And I'm like, what is the deal with this M word? Like, why are they freaking out over this?
Fumble.
Lauren,
No fumble.
Come on.
I have a very specific story why the word moist makes me mush.
Lauren, moist, yay or nay?
I don't care, but I personally don't say it because the majority of people I know are offended by it. So I don't.
When did this become such a thing? I don't remember when this became a cultural, like, is this directly related to How I Met Your Mother?
Never seen that to know, but I don't think so.
What if we get Bischoff to say the A word tomorrow?
No, God, no. Oh my God.
Got him to say the what word?
Areola.
All right. What are the over/under odds that we can get him to say areola or fallopian tubes?
Oh,
you got to ask him a question that's direct like that. And I just don't think there is one.
Like, did you ever want to be an OBGYN and see some like pepperoni size?
Only
I want to try to get him to say fellatio.
Like, Eric, I'm taking my test to become a nurse, and I was wondering if you knew the scientific term.
Oh, he's down.
Nipple and the dark area around it. What is that called?
Lauren is going to die. I'm just real quick, Karl. Back to your previous point. When we have a guys' night out on this thing, we need to have our Mount Rushmore of attractive weather girls.
Well, go and watch your Boston.
Hey, I got
NBC
one.
affiliate.
I got one. Sam Champion.
I don't know who that is.
He's on the Good Morning America. He's a guy, but man, he is on fire.
Frank knows mine. Frank, you get Providence news, right? But you used to get Boston news. So you used to get to watch my ex.
Oh, that's right. You told me that.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Oh.
Oh, I'll get it. It will make innuendo jokes about Karl being like Freddie Mercury. It'll be really, really funny. No. Her name rhymes with Spam Bardner. That's the best I'll do. And if you look up your NBC affiliate in Boston, and first name rhymes with Spam. I didn't say it.
So, Mike, where do you live in Northwest Indiana?
Crown Point.
Shut up.
No, don't you live in? Is it Elkhart?
I live in LaPorte.
LaPorte. Yep, I'm in Crown Point.
Stop it.
I will not.
When we're allowed to go places.
Who is their mic?
How far is that?
Who is it?
Like 40 minutes.
Oh, that's good.
PJ, I don't know how to tell you this, but we live in Indiana. We can go places right now.
James, I only muted you because your video was like crazy loud, or your audio was nuts loud.
Well, he's from Texas watching football, so I mean,
yeah.
And for those of you that like weather girls, Cheryl Scott with NBC Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
she gets.
Is anybody actually watching this with sound?
No,
I can hear it.
Because they're showing all these quarterbacks, and I have no idea what's going on.
Well, they're talking about how big their dicks are compared to Nick's.
They could be.
You think this is bigger than Batista's?
Oh,
I don't think we're ever going to get an answer to that question, are we?
Well,
I'm not going to.
Dick. Motherfucker.
Lauren, whatever you do not look up Greg Oden plus TMZ.
Oh, smokes. That's a Billy Club.
Also, Henry, you may have suggested on Top Guy Theater that Don Beebe goes in the Hall of Fame. I looked up his stats. There's no chance Don Beebe's going in the Hall of Fame.
I mean, he was the first player to play in 6 Super Bowls. He beat Brady.
I will give you, he is the Bill Russell of the NFL, but no.
That's also kind of wow. Okay.
He had 2,400 career yards.
I didn't realize until Saturday that Don Beebe had played twice with the Packers in the Super Bowl. I thought it was just the 4 with Buffalo and the one where they beat New England in '97.
Yeah, he was there with Denver.
They crushed.
Actually, I
New
think the
England.
Denver year was his last season.
Yeah, crushed New England, then they lost to Rosie's Broncos the following year in a game where they let Karl Davis score.
And
Mind
then we
you.
beat them pimping ass Falcons. And next year, who is that guy that went out for a girl the night before and got busted from the Falcons?
I got it. Wait, it's Eugene.
Yeah, Eugene Robinson.
No. Lauren, do you remember? He was a former Packer. The guy that got busted in San Diego.
Was it Andre Rison?
No, Andre Rison got his. Andre Rison.
Andre Rison though, because his jersey is still hanging in my closet to this day.
I think he might have been a chief at that point.
Just to make sure we're clear, Andre Rison had his house burnt down by a former TLC singer. Yeah, Left Eye Lopez.
That is the most amazing thing I've ever heard of.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Denver, Atlanta Super Bowl.
Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used
Do you see what you started, Karl?
It was.
Or if you're a Weird Al fan.
You're right. It was, Coach, you're right. Yeah, I said Eugene. You said Robinson. You say Eugene. I say Robinson. Eugene.
Robinson.
Yeah.
There it is.
So.
He was their big safety captain. Took
Dude,
a lot of starts.
And so he went out and basically pulled a good old Hugh Grant, for those that know that from the mid '90s. Like, but excuse me, would you be offering services tonight?
That sounded like a Sean Connery impression a little bit.
Yeah, I was starting to go for something, but yeah,
Sean Connery. Is that what we're talking about now?
Eric's a Sean Connery, right? Of ad-free shows, I would
for sure.
Oh, without question, he is the Silver Fox.
Yes.
Oy vey.
By the way, I ordered this because I wanted it to stand out, and I didn't want to get green because the green and the silver looked exactly. I was going to go for Packers, but it looked exactly like an Eagles cup. And now that I have it, it's A, super shiny, B, very Ohio State, unfortunately. I mean, that thing is as Ohio State as I was hoping.
I don't know, it feels super Chiefs given the circumstance and given the barbecue.
And Matt, what is your favorite barbecue spot? Gates?
Oh, man. I'm a big Gates and Sons fan. Gates and Sons is there. I also love Fiorella's, so Jack Stack is right in there. I mean, I love them all. I don't know that I technically have a favorite.
I would say that Gates and I would say
Bryant's?
Gates and the other one.
Bryant's?
Yeah, Brian's are the two kind of like, Mike, if I was to make an analogy, or TJ as well, Coach would probably get this as well. They are the, or if you're from Philly and you know Philly, Pat's and Geno's.
Oh yeah.
It's Lou Malnati. It's like Lou Malnati's and Giordano's.
Yeah.
So like
home run in
Bryant's and Bryant's and Gates. I would put Gates as number one. It's a little bit more vinegary. And Matt,
that's the chili powder. That's the chili powder that you're getting in the Gates.
Okay. Now, how do you order when you go in?
Oh man, turkey and sliced brisket, large sandwich, double meat, curly fries, and 3 ribs as a accoutrement.
Now, if you ordered it at that pace that you just delivered,
not gonna work. Not gonna work.
You will not get your order.
No, absolutely not.
So for those unfamiliar, I was told I was dating a very conservative Christian girl, and she was like, "Hey, there's no effing around when we go into this place." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "You got to spit your order out now. Like, as soon as that bell rings, when you open the door, you need to be on your toes. So we're like looking at her iPhone, going through it. I'm like, okay, I know what I'm going to get. And you almost freeze. It's almost like
ding. Hi, may I help you?
Go.
One of everything.
Lauren, is there any now Lauren's one? I will say I've had a lot of people suggest places where I've been like, I'm dying for that. One is Bruno's family's meat packing company, if that's okay to say.
I get it. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, butcher shop. And
Butcher shop. There you go.
Lauren, is there anywhere like that in Savannah or Augusta where you've got because in the South it's different.
Yeah.
You were calling me and you were going through like the drive-through at CVS. And I'm like, that sounds like the nicest person that exists this side of the Mississippi. Like everybody in Phoenix is just kind of like, yeah. Thanks. She's like, hey, darling. Yeah. Well, you're so beautiful. You having a great day? Yeah, I love life too. I'm like, what the hell is going on down there? And then you're like, sorry about that. What were you saying about show format? I'm like, is everyone that nice in the South? And you're like, well, kind of, sort of.
No, definitely not. No. There are assholes everywhere, including here, especially here.
I lived for a short time in Jacksonville, Florida. And
well, that's not the South.
To me, that's South Georgia. It's not North Florida. Jacksonville is South Florida or South Georgia.
Debatable. But we don't want it either.
Who would want those
Chicago 9 months later?
Now at DeBevick's, Mike, as you,
it's closed. Yeah,
I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, the owner of the building sold it, and Ed DeBevick said that they were going to open up somewhere else. There was rumors it was going to be in Water Tower Place in Chicago, but it's been like 3 years. They have not come back.
Yeah.
Can you describe to Lauren what Ed DeBevick's is like?
You know the service you got at that CVS? Imagine the exact opposite at a restaurant.
Okay.
Like they are as the rudest, like purposely, they're the rudest people you've ever talked to.
Oh yeah, like dicks at the beach, right?
Kind of. I mean,
what about our Chicago? Ever gone to Wiener Circle over there on the north side?
Yep.
I'm sorry,
yeah, it's
Lauren,
like the Wiener.
What on the beach?
Dicks on the beach.
What is that? Okay, you know what? I'm sorry. Let Mike go, and then Lauren, you follow up.
I'm just actually confused that Karl's apparently never had dicks on the beach.
Damn, Karl.
So wait. So there's a place called Dick's on the Beach. Is an actual establishment?
What is it called? Dick's Famous Seafood or something?
Oh, yeah. I was gonna open up a place called Cox on the Cape, but they wouldn't let me. Why not?
Oh. What has happened?
You have to make sure it's not a seafood restaurant, Frank. It's a chicken restaurant. Then you can get away with it.
It's a chicken joint, right?
True story. I'm in IT, and I had a customer of mine that wanted to open up a restaurant. His name was Richard, and he wanted to open up a barbecue restaurant place called Big Dick's Barbecue. And he was so pissed off that he could not buy BigDicks.com. And I was blown away trying to explain this to him, why he could try and buy it. Go to the website. Tell me if you could buy it from those people.
No, buy it from the person, Big Dick Dudley. Yeah. You can't buy it from him. It's impossible. Wait a minute, Frank.
Yeah. Hey, what's up?
Men
instead of man, men dicks doc seafood. Man dicks doc seafood. We could do some of that instead of cocks in a cape.
It has to be dick on the dock. No one ask any questions.
Is anyone writing these down?
Yeah, I'm buying. I'm buying the domains right now.
See, it would be bad if I tried to open up a place called Cox on the Cape in Provincetown, but you know.
Wait, are you selling?
By the way, did you guys know that Frank's near Providence? Did you guys know that?
Oh my God, TJ.
I don't know if you knew that.
Out of any hometown that anybody lives in or wherever they're currently at, Henry's just got his map up. Yeah, that's what caused me to see this. If I could live in any city, not Scottsdale, and I probably would live in this city over Scottsdale, is Frank's. Westerly, Rhode Island is beautiful. Look it up. Just do a Google image search. Just look it up. See what comes up.
It is pretty nice, I will be honest.
Also, Karl,
I'd
you
wanna
guessed
live.
Providence's population at almost 1 million people.
I don't know.
I put that on Top Guy Theater. It is 161,000.
Providence?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Right. But why they? Okay, hold on. Why are they market number like 40 in TV then? And they must incorporate something else. No, I believe you. I'm not saying that's wrong. It's just I only.
That was a real play.
Yes, it was.
And we've got another touchdown for your Kansas City Chargers, who look to be ready to finish off the Ravens.
Did you say Kansas?
Johnny Cage wins. Flawless victory. Fatality.
We now go to Karl and his fantasy team.
God damn it! Come on! Come on! Shit! Come on, Glenn! Come on! Get your head in the goddamn game!
A white man shouldn't play sport.
Oh, we'll skip that part.
He did.
Chargers.
So 13-3 right now going on. James back with us. James, barbecue wise, what's your go-to?
What's that?
Like when I mean, you're from the Panhandle, you lived in Oklahoma, so you've got a nice, robust palate for barbecue. Are you a barbecue guy? If you could have any one thing to eat, like not right now, I hate that hypothetical question, but is barbecue up there for you?
Oh yeah, I've worked at a barbecue place before. I have a history of making it.
What did you do? Hold on. What was your job at the barbecue place?
A lot of times I go in there and like prep in the morning, like prep ribs and stuff. They would smoke the meat overnight. You go in there and then like you get the pulled pork, shred it, barbecue some of it, keep some of it plain, fry okra. I mean, we do all kinds of stuff. They handmade coleslaw, honey mustard, ranch, a lot of stuff.
Is the coleslaw mayo based or more vinegar based? This is a very important distinction in my personal opinion.
Mayo. It was like a bunch of mayo.
God, that sounds terrible. I'm a vinegar guy myself.
Have you been to Snow's, James?
Have
you been to Snow's?
No.
It's in Lexington.
Oh, wait. Who brought up Lexington? Matt.
Lexington, Texas, not Kentucky.
Okay.
It's the first episode of Chef's Table Barbecue now on Netflix, and their pitmaster is an 85-year-old woman that is a custodian at the local high school by day, and on the weekend she goes and starts the pit at 2 a.m. and still burns the logs down to actual old school coals, and it's phenomenal. It's
such a good show.
Oh, it's amazing. Chef's Table is so good.
Lauren,
why don't we go there and reenact it?
Lauren, your go-to is a certain place that you had me Google. Can you tell me the name one more time? I had to.
Barbecue.
No.
Tutty.
No.
Taking it to the house.
Man, they didn't even need Lamar Jackson for that one, right, Karl?
This delay is
It
just
was all part of Carol Baskin's plan with Peter.
Me too.
Carol Baskin is so influential that Carol Baskin and Carol Baskin.
I blame Carol Baskin for that return. Devin
You know what?
Duvernay.
This is how Pat Mahomes gets back in the MVP race. You got to have the ball to score.
That was
That's
a
why you bet
kickoff
the
return.
over.
Unbelievable. Lauren, your barbecue place.
Sconyers Barbecue. The tradition lives on at Sconyers.
Scott. Spell it again.
SCONYERS.
Best barbecue I ever had was at a place called Rendezvous in Memphis, Tennessee.
Oh my God, this is way better than Rendezvous. After Karl, what did I order at Rendezvous in Memphis? A grilled cheese.
You like went, yeah. So Lauren purposely was like, "Hey, Garcon, come here. No, come closer. Your barbecue's so bad that I want you to make me the most unbarbecue thing you have. No, look at me. No, seriously, look me in the eyes. It's that bad. Okay, I'm not gonna eat your trash. Go take 2 pieces of white bread or wheat or sourdough. Hell, if it's pumpernickel, that's fine too. You put butter on that, flip it twice with a piece of Velveeta in the middle, and serve it to me with no crust,
So a week
cut
later-
diagonally."
A week later, I went back to Sconyers Barbecue, and the owner and founder and former mayor of Augusta, Mr. Larry Sconyers, was sitting there on his rocking chair front porch feeding the catfish. And I said, "Mr. Sconyers, I've been to Memphis to the world famous Rendezvous, and your barbecue is 100,000 times better." And he said, "Thank you, young lady," and gave me a bottle of barbecue sauce.
But you had a grilled cheese sandwich. You didn't have their barbecue.
I tasted the barbecue.
Was it vinegar-based barbecue sauce that he gave you? I mean, this is actually an important distinction. Tomato or vinegar?
At Sconyers, they have a variety, but I was raised in South Carolina where they do the mustard base, which is fucking gross. That's not barbecue. That's trash.
And if you too would like to become a sponsor, how many sponsors do we have? None. Sorry, my dog's working on them. If you too would like to become a sponsor, just like this, you get your own banner, Sconyers. Just like that.
We'll have Santos make a graphic. He's good at that.
I need to see Santos graphics.
Yeah, I love that you guys are hiding talents from me. It's tremendous.
I heard Henry. Is Henry still here? There's Henry.
Yeah, I'm still here.
I heard you were like a car model or something.
Hey, apparently,
Wonder. That's what I heard.
Scratching my head on that one.
Karl, how did you miss this entire conversation? It's been going on since.
Did you wake up
noon
like
today.
15 minutes before we started, Karl?
Henry's new name is Power Steel and Sex Appeal.
Wait, car model as in you make models of cars, or you're like,
No, we're gonna put him in a drum, and he's gonna model on the hood of a Saturn.
That's what I thought. Yeah, I was hoping for like, I don't know, an Oldsmobile. If I can get Henry, just an idea, just a 12 months of Henry calendar, like on Oldsmobile Alero, something for the Christmas time for the kids, for the family, where they pull that out of their stocking and they say, "F yes, I have a Henry car calendar."
This is happening.
Sophisticated, maybe a DeLorean times out, something like that. Something.
I know a guy who has one.
You do?
A DeLorean?
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
He's
Mike,
a
is his name Doc Brown?
I wish.
Will it take me back in time to 1888?
No.
See, I was thinking more like 87 Chrysler Fifth Ave. That's what I was thinking. It's a little more affordable. Maybe a nice vinyl top.
That
Mike,
is a terrible idea. I should not lay on a vinyl top.
listen, man, you gotta listen. You want to sell
Slippery.
calendars?
Hey, wait, that's a good use of the word moist.
No.
Oh gosh. Now I get it.
Now, the interesting thing is, I've been to Mike's neck of the woods where he lived in Chicago, northwest suburbs, if you want to call it, or north of, if you want to call it that.
Our customers is what we call them.
like north, like way north. I'm talking like almost. Hey, what are you closer towards? City of Chicago, where you grew up, or the state of Wisconsin?
Oh, state of Wisconsin.
Okay, so there we go. You grew up in an area that has the world's largest collection of DeLorean.
Yes,
that being the Volo Auto Museum.
Correct.
So I've been there numerous times because I really wanted, and still to this date, wanted DeLorean. But you and your dad are big car guys, and yet you've never been there.
Correct.
They have the original Batman, Knight Rider.
Yep, Batmobile. They have Kit.
That's what we
I thought
need. We
Gary
need to find
Lawler
12
owned the
different
original
cars
Batmobile.
for a calendar.
Mike, I mean, actually, that's a good question by Matt. Did Jerry Lawler, in fact, buy the first one?
Yes.
He
drives it around Memphis with no license plate on it.
Isn't that illegal?
Yes, he's been pulled over before.
Nobody go.
I'm
going to cut it off right there. Nobody go into anything Jerry Lawler illegal or not legal. No, not going down that avenue.
Well, he's told the story on one of his DVDs.
True, but
it's only illegal if you get caught.
Driving around in a vehicle with no license plates seems like a really good way to get caught.
Have you guys heard? Do you know the story of the DeLorean Motor Company?
Yeah, I did watch the movie. Wait, if you're a cop, Lauren, if you were a police officer, let's say you have the right to protect and serve. Are you pulling over the Batmobile? Like, oh, that guy's got no plates.
That is a bad look.
Here's the reason why I'm pulling over the Batmobile.
Oh, come on.
I got to see if it's Michael Keaton, because if not, he's impersonating Batman and he got to go.
It's going to be the Adam West Batmobile. It's not
the wrong edition.
Michael Keaton is
immediately just based on design.
And also, you're pulling over the Batmobile driven by Jerry Lawler.
In Memphis.
So, Lauren, so I have it straight. It's Michael Keaton, Bruce Willis, Eric, and then who rounds out your fourth on the Mount Rushmore?
Ooh, these are my Mount Rushmore. Garth Brooks.
Scott Hall.
Scott Hall's honorable mention. I got Garth Brooks though, because he's.
You got Garth Brooks above Scott Hall.
Wait. 2020 Scott Hall or like 1996 Scott Hall?
Scott, every iteration of Scott Hall has been cute AF. The issue with Scott Hall, I have the same problem.
Do you find homeless people attractive when you're walking in Atlanta? Like,
okay. Anyway, my problem with Scott Hall is that I don't feel like I could trust him on a personal level, and I've had this issue with Eric too. Like, they say don't meet your heroes. Okay, so they say don't meet your heroes, right? But like, I've had conversations with Eric at this point. Like, he has my phone number in his phone. You know what I mean? Like, we haven't met, but it's like kind of a thing. And so I'm still kind of like, oh my God, at what point is he gonna like really upset me, disappoint me, break my heart? And I feel like Scott Hall would do the same. However, I've met Michael Keaton. He was cool. Garth Brooks, there's no way he's not cool. Who else did we? Oh, Bruce Willis.
Right.
Come on,
have
a few steps.
Now, at this point, this person has in fact met many of his heroes. He is from Yonkers, New York.
Tommy Dreamer?
He is not Tommy Dreamer, not Eddie Kingston.
The other innovator.
Not DMX. And no, Vince doesn't live there. Vince?
This is such good shit.
Welcome in Rocco's Modern Life. Rocco, the model Martell. He's got the same birthday as the one and only Eric Bischoff. And he's joining us looking fly. You kind of got, Lauren, did you get into Jersey Shore? Like, especially the first season?
Yes.
Does he not have a look of not the situation and not the meathead, but the cool guy?
Vinny.
The cool guy.
Yeah. Does he now look like Vinny a little bit?
I actually see a little bit more of the situation in some of your facial structure, but not
no.
with the like.
Okay, now I'm
years
gonna cover
of
it.
abuse. No, no. Not like the years of like alcohol and drug abuse.
Can you do the blowout? Oh yeah, and prison in the case of the situation. That's unfortunate.
I actually
Hire a
had a
better lawyer.
I was
I dropped
Pauly D for Halloween one year.
You gonna Pauly D?
The guy with the hair, yeah.
The guy with the hair. His head looks like a toilet brush. That's what his hair looks like.
By the way,
TJ, do you know where Pauly D is from?
No idea, and I don't care.
Yonkers.
Really close to Providence, Rhode Island.
Oh, why didn't I guess that off the bat?
Actually, wait, wait, which one? No, the one with the wacky ass hair.
Yeah, it's Pauly D.
That's Pauly D.
Oh, DJ Pauly D. Yeah, right. Yeah, he's from Crane's from.
I hate
was it?
Jersey
Emo
Shore
Ion.
because at their,
DJZ and TNA was based on.
yeah.
Yeah, I went to a DJ Paula Dean concert and it was awful. It ended up being this big cooking class and
That sounds like
not,
fun.
it was not good. It was not
By the
good.
way, did you see the cocktail that Paula Dean was mixing during quarantine?
No.
What you call it?
Did it have
What is
gasoline in it?
She made the world's largest Cosmo. It was like a gallon of fucking vodka, and then she put one of those like party-sized martini glasses, poured the giant shaker in.
Oh my gosh.
Did
I've
she
just
have
seen
butter
I
in the
I was say I've
I'm
seen
sure
on
she immediately cooked with like 17 sticks of butter, like a chicken. And the tears of virgins.
Oh.
Do not
Yeah, sure.
do not shrink me, Gypsy. Please put Gypsy tears into here. I need to go look for Pamela. Yes, Amish. So Lauren, have you seen Eric has not posted anything this on about this on Twitter, but I started doing some research on RecTech grills about how you can grill your own cocktail. Like grilling cocktails.
Can we mention as well that the Augusta suburb I moved from is the manufacturing home founding location for RecTech Grills?
So what you're going to do is put yourself into a box mark for Cody, Wyoming, thinking it's going to Eric, and then you're going to end up at Kanye's house.
Yep.
But if you come out of a box, you're over.
That's right.
Anything that comes out of a box is over.
Lauren, was that Lauren that texted Bischoff earlier? I don't know if you guys saw, but somebody sent Bischoff a tweet that said something like, Eric, I did some research and I guessed at what your address might be, and I sent something.
Not me, but I did catch that.
I was just like, holy shit, people do that. Like,
yeah,
not only do they do it, but apparently they claim
I think I saw. Was that the guy that was asking, like, did my package get there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I had just asked Evan at Ad Free Shows if like there was a Tony Schiavone has a mailing address we all get on his Patreon, and after last week I was going to send Bischoff some White Castles for him to enjoy as a joke, but yeah, they were like, oh, you send everything to Dave Silva and then it gets to Eric, but some random dude did his research and just randomly sent a package to Cody, Wyoming.
White Castles are not making it through Silva. Yeah, I would say White Castles are not making it through Silva. I love him to death. Those White Castles, that is cut off.
Real quick, Lauren, if you find like homeless Scott Hall attractive, honestly,
is he
like,
homeless? He's not homeless.
He looks homeless, but he looks it.
He's doing much better now.
And if you find him attractive, him and Tony pretty much look the same.
Tony's cute too.
Who? Wait. What? Who looks like Tony?
Scott Hall. Modern Scott Hall.
2020 Scott Hall looks like 2020 Tony Schiavone.
Where are you at on Big
Very, very bold statement.
Now, I would say, Rock, if your parents are watching, aka your mom is watching, she's going to say, forget Hall. I want one guy only. He's jacked. He hasn't eaten a carb in years. He's sliced at the gills. He is the personification of the D word.
The D word?
Yeah, Kit.
Is he a douche?
Is it James El Khorai?
No, the ultimate D word. The ultimate Diesel, baby.
Oh my God. I'm like,
so Rocco, I brought this up. Can Diesel be used in a like in certain languages it would be like la instead of L, and then you fill it in, it's masculine versus feminine. Can you be like La Diesel and be feminine if it's like a girl that's super ripped, or is Diesel primarily
Oh
only
yeah, like
masculine?
Camille recently, NWA's Camille with their
Yeah,
bodybuilding
she's
show.
shredded.
Holy Toledo!
So could she be Diesel?
Probably. I mean, there's this girl that's the fitness manager at my gym. She is like Diesel. She is like more jacked than
Oh, yeah.
than China.
The answer is yes.
Yes.
That's silly.
By the
Rocco,
way,
will
you know
you?
what the most diesel guy on the planet is right now? It's Kevin Nash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, he walks in now and lives the gimmick that he had back in the early 90s.
I'm a happily married man. I might try to go after Kevin Nash. Like, he's
Lauren,
a beast.
Bench press, comb the hair, eat.
Lauren,
Yeah.
do you see his gimmick in Magic Mike? I don't know. I've never seen it.
Have you guys seen his legs transformation in the last year?
I'm guessing that is a no.
Dude,
Oh.
his
Lauren's
knees
ignoring
were
us.
terrible.
I had
Lauren,
a phone
get-
call, so I muted you and me. So what?
No. There was well, now it's not timely.
Damn
I just asked, does Kevin Nash show his gimmick in Magic Mike?
Kevin Nash was in Magic Mike.
Are you serious?
He's crazy. He's serious right now.
TJ's like, I was watching it. I can tell you exactly where he was at.
I've
can
never
give you
even
time
seen
codes.
the movie. Yeah, I thought you saw both of them.
I've
He's
seen
in-
them each like once, but my husband is like upset. Like he's probably memorized the scripts from those movies. I'll have to ask him this.
What?
Okay, time out.
That's
Yeah, I
bad.
was gonna go timeout too on that one. Your husband?
I think we should have a watch along between Lauren's husband and Carl's mom and watching Magic Mike.
Oh, that'll be good.
Okay.
That'll be good. Yeah, that was about as
Okay, hold on.
comfortable
Here's the actor.
as
Channing
is-
Tatum. Okay. Channing Tatum posted on social media recently a picture, like a mirror selfie, and he's like all shredded and ripped. And it had this long caption, and Nick showed it to me, and he goes, "Do you think this means there's going to be another Magic Mike?" And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "He only gets in shape like this for Magic Mike films." Okay.
So here's what happened. Speaking of, and you guys can go around the room on this topic because be interesting to hear your responses to. So there are movies that I love and that we all love that might be personal favorites that you're like when you're, I don't know, you're with family or whatever and you're hanging out and I'm like, oh my gosh, you've never seen da 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 da. Well, for me, I have in my top 10 is Boogie Nights. I think everything from Philip Seymour Hoffman's work to Burt Reynolds to Wahlberg to you name it, it's unbelievable. I made the mistake of watching it with my family.
John C. Reilly in that movie is phenomenal.
John C. Reilly is phenomenal, unbelievably phenomenal. But no, Lauren, here you go. Here's Kevin Nash. This guy back here.
Look at him.
Shut up.
Yeah, he's
That doesn't look like Kevin Nash.
No.
It looks like Lance Archer.
Look, okay, I'm gonna you know what? I'm gonna go into Google and for all that can read this, I'm gonna type in Kevin Nash and let's just see what 3 things pop up. Kevin Nash.
As long as Buff Bagwell was nowhere near this damn thing.
What's with the hate with Buff Bagwell?
Yeah, we need
bro?
to talk about that, Rocco. It's a little
We do.
much.
Wait, no, the Buff Bagwell thing, I thought it was just because he tried to steal the money at
Buff Bagwell's a big old douche.
Well, I don't know the Bagwell story from Starcade either.
So
Starcade.
Money.
Yeah. Tried to take money. Yes, that's the
From
long
who?
short.
That's why I said that he's, a guy who's banging fertile octogenarians on Showtime probably needs the money.
That's actually a thing.
No, he's on Cowboys and Angels.
Yes, it is. That's real.
Lauren, have you gotten your fill of Kevin Nash and Magic Mike?
This is not real. Is this a rib?
No,
No,
this-
no, real.
like
Is this a rib? Yes,
Like-
we would have had on Google Images and imposed Kevin Nash in the picture.
This
go
is
behind.
You can do that when you own the
Go
internet.
behind the beefcake of Magic Mike
Oh my god.
XL video.
How have I not known this?
And how much is your mom tuned in right now, Rocco?
None at all.
Oh, okay.
0%.
So there's no
Well-
way Lauren knows that Kevin Nash is also Super Shredder from Ninja Turtles.
Oh, that is fantastic.
That I knew and that I love.
Fantastic. Thank you, TJ, for that. What am I going to look up here? What was I going to look up?
He looks like one of the guys from Joe Exotic on that show, on that top picture.
He does. Well, was it Angels and Cowboys?
Cowboys for
I
Angels.
knew he was a man-hooer now.
It's Cowboys for Angels.
Did you just say man-hooer?
Man-hooer.
Man-hooer.
What is a man-hooer?
Bagwell.
My mom.
I think I guess I feel the same way as Buff Bagwell.
Whoa, Atlanta, man.
Here we go. Oh, Lauren, you're gonna get you some.
Jesus Christ!
About
Oh
what?
my
God.
Hey, that's a nice headshot. 9.5.
Shitty haircut.
He looks like meat with no goatee.
Can you now? Can you
all
guys
right.
understand my explanation now?
All right. So just a shout out to old.cowboys4angels.com/Marcus-Bagwell/ Marcus Alexander Bagwell grew up outside of Atlanta, and after being a star athlete in high school, he decided to take his hard work and effort in fitness and become a personal trainer. By the way, Lauren, if you didn't know this, Missy Hyatt saw him at the pool and tried to get with him, but realized he had a girlfriend living with him at the time. So, and I know you hate Missy Hyatt.
Also,
Also,
however-
hashtag Baby Dick on Showtime, like the running joke this is from Shivani's show, right? WHW.
Yeah.
Whoa! This is more than a Ric Flair cameo. 2 hours for $800.
Yeah.
bullshit on the fact that Buff Bagwell's 43.
Yeah. It does have a nice collage here. You know, the nice thing is, Lauren, is he does have.
Who in their right mind would pay $25,000 to spend a week with Buff Bagwell?
I play croquet with this guy. I remember.
Yeah, okay.
For Karl for his birthday, so
I did not know when he debuted for WCW he was only 13. That's incredible.
Yeah, he won Rookie of the Year 5 times. And no, this was actually his headshot right here, or this 8x10 was his audition for the Mean Street Posse. So there's that.
Did he fail after the drop kick as well, just like his match?
I guess. Image 3 of 4. Oh, Lauren, look at that.
Hey, Karl.
Yeah.
While you're browsing the web, have you been to karlmandic.com?
Oh shoot!
Oh my goodness!
I just went to Karl
get kicked off the internet.
I just went to karlmandic.com and I am so excited.
Uh-oh.
He got excited, guys.
Are you kidding
What the
me?
hell?
What?
Are you kidding me? karlmandic.com redirects to the Chicago Cubs website.
It does as of about 15 minutes ago.
Oh, look at this guy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, we got a hacker in the house.
By the
If
way,
you
I
go
went to Tony Schiavone's OnlyFans earlier this afternoon.
Ooh, bad call.
Oh boy.
If you go to laurenyaffe.com, it redirects to a picture of Nick Foles.
Nice.
It doesn't really.
Mike, I think you and I are going to get along pretty well.
Hell yeah.
Lauren, I'm gonna try and PG the lore so you can get in on 9-inch Nick, aka Dirk Diggler. Nick Foles is probably okay. So it really started with Deadspin, and this whole thing started.
There's an easier way to explain this to Karl.
You know what, Mike and TJ's resident Bears fans.
Based on what we know about Lauren's husband, put it this way, Lauren, your husband would really like Dick Foles.
I have no idea what to do with that.
And if you want to go and buy what I find to be the most creative shirt that anybody has produced, I have actually shipment coming in from this place in a little bit. I think this is the most creative shirt I've seen done on sports or anything, just in general, and we'll get to it. But Lauren, the rumor is that Nick Foles it's always the unexpected ones that are packing.
I'm about to tell you guys a secret.
Okay.
Oh, that's so quiet. It's the ones who are like 5'10" and shorter who are packing.
Good to know.
It holds them down low to the ground.
I'll keep that in mind when I go to camp next time. What a
What's everybody's height?
5'10".
I'm 5'2".
5'2".
You're not 5'2".
I'm 5'1".
All right, Lauren, I have an honest question here.
What?
I need a female's perspective.
Oh,
Everyone
boy.
makes a big deal of what are you old boying me for? You act like I'm somebody else.
So there's
No, women,
it's an honest question.
women don't care that you're from Providence.
Damn, Mike.
Ruthless.
Bring that Providence penis. Anyway, listen. So I don't understand why everyone makes a big deal about like 9 or 10 inches because I gotta be honest, that don't fit up there, does it?
Whoa, wait. Oh my God.
You broke TJ. It's an honest question. I'm curious.
Well, I think we just found out who has the 9 or 10 inch peter in the room because damn right.
I'm gonna get a phone call from Karl later that says you can never come back on here again.
No, it's not. It's not that. It's not that. It's more the fact. He's 9 inches flaccid.
Well, Jesus, what are you supposed to do with it?
Yeah,
get a shoehorn and you get it in there.
Yeah, I mean, this is
does that feel good for the lady?
Strap it down.
No.
You know, maybe we should get Lori in on this as far as like Lori Bischoff, be like, hey, can you like help us out here with this whole discussion that we've been doing this whole thing, My ChatPack Live, and it's about connection and really building family members and friends. And we had a very serious episode recently where one of our closest, family members and his wife had COVID. Hey, now for dick length discussion. Can you tell us? Okay. So, now I find this to be the most creative shirt done ever. Whoever thought of this? Barstool Sports has a shirt that is 9, and then the inches symbol.
True story. I bought that shirt yesterday.
You may, Lauren.
Mike, you might have a hat coming in the mail from my boy, my closest. The oldest friend that I have growing up in Chicago is the beat writer for Barstool Sports.
We talked about this on our episode.
Yes, so you might have something coming.
But when we get Lori on and we talk about,
yeah, let's get back to the real matter at hand. Yeah,
can we also get her opinion on the word areola?
Oh my God!
I feel like if you ask her any of these questions, Eric.
The real question is kayfabe penis lengths, right?
Kayfabe. So wait, yeah.
Gawker, Hulk Hogan, Trial. Man, Terry Bollea does not have a 10-inch penis, brother. Hulk Hogan has a 10-inch penis.
I remember that.
Brother.
So legally break that down from that. And almost on a side, like perfect segue, how come the guy that spied on Erin Andrews, who flipped her peephole in her hotel room to film her nude, posted it on the internet. She got less money than Hulk Hogan, who got 100 and what? 150
50 million. Yeah.
And she got what? Like 75. And
not
get this.
enough.
And get this. The Goldman Brown family got 25 for the OJ murder, 33. And they haven't gotten a dime. So why is it that Hulk got so much? Is that just good lawyering up?
America hates women,
brother.
Is that what it? Wait,
I mean,
what is?
America hates women.
Matt's spot on with that.
Boom.
They don't get enough respect. Period.
They do not.
No, they
The
don't.
fact that we are still litigating women's issues and talking about Supreme Court issues that pertain to it, and again, this is not meant to get terribly political, but they only get intermediate scrutiny. Women don't get a strict scrutiny analysis, and they didn't get the right to vote or own property or any number of different things for a really long time.
Was it 30s or 40s?
1919.
That's 19.
Oh, it's
Look at Henry.
Lauren, what do you think? Not to get too deep into the weeds, but your thoughts on that? Because like I was blown away when what Hulk Hogan got, and then Aaron Andrews, and I'm like, I wonder what the family of the Browns and Goldman's got, and then I was like, oh right, 33. Like,
Karl, do you mind if I step in here for a second?
Go for it.
Please do.
I am curious about one thing, and maybe you can lend sort of a more legal perspective to this one, Matt. If memory serves me right, O.J. Simpson, I can hear myself, and that bothers me a little, but I'm going to carry on anyway. O.J. Simpson, after he was sued in civil court, ended up owing something like $25 to $30 million to the families of the two people he is alleged to have murdered. I personally think he did it, but he wasn't actually found guilty in a criminal trial. So that's one of those he did it things. Didn't they end up basically sending him back to the poorhouse, which was why he actually ended up going to prison for stealing his stuff? Or how exactly did that break down?
I think his criminal trial was in the process of sending him to the poorhouse. The amount of money that he was spending on lawyers during that period of time is unbelievable. I mean, again,
civil trial got him. The civil is what got him.
But the criminal trial damn near bankrupted him in the process of. I mean, he had Cochran, he had F. Lee Bailey, he had Kardashian.
A lawyer that was sleeping with one of the Kardashians,
and
he had and then they got really irritated that Dershowitz was tanking their case in the poll of a public opinion on Larry King, so they hired Dershowitz.
So, Lauren, in this, since you enjoy the legal, or I shouldn't say the legal, you like playing detective, or especially with the Scott Peterson case,
real crime, true crime.
By the way, anybody that has not seen Tom Segura's about the First 48 bit, the show, the First 48, stand-up comedian, phenomenal. It's very, very good. So
that was beautiful. It was a beautiful throw. That's
deep pass from Mahomes.
I'm still 30 seconds behind. This is
it was incomplete. So,
spoiler alert.
Yeah, sorry. So he goes to sell. He sold his trophy for $2 million, the Heisman Trophy.
Okay.
He then goes and tries and robs it back
with a gun
in a Las Vegas hotel. Point is this: do you follow him on Twitter? Do you watch his daily updates?
No, I want to be totally unknown to him.
So
That's
if you
fair.
when we do the serial, oh good, I'm so happy I dropped McCole Hardman.
You'll see it in about 30 seconds, Matt. That was a beautiful play.
Real quick, hey Lauren.
Lauren, are you butterfly net?
Are you into like true crime stuff?
To a degree. Oh, yeah. Okay, here's what I'm into. I'm into cases where I think the jury got it wrong. So Scott Peterson, is one of those. And just who's the lady in Texas who supposedly killed her 2 sons?
I don't know.
I always forget her name.
She drowned them in the car. Is that the one you're talking about?
No,
The wife of Jerry Jones.
no. Dang it.
Heyo.
It's gonna bother me. She has
Heyo. Also, we
So-
should be clear because Lauren, you and I have talked about this before. You're not saying Scott Peterson's innocent.
No.
You're just saying they got the case wrong.
I'm saying there was reasonable doubt and definitely.
And where I was
convicted.
right, and where I was going with that is there seems to be we're going to do around the holiday time, or excuse me, holiday times, the Halloween time ish area. Good God, Karl, I'm so pissed off about some Cole Hardman touchdown. I'm very happy for everybody else, but I just dropped him.
I still think Josh Allen has a better arm.
He's talking to you right now on the TV, Karl.
I see it.
Casey Anthony.
But if we're gonna do serial killers and/or, it's got to be killers. It has to be. You have to have multiple kills to your name. Who's making your top 3 for pitches that we should cover with Matt and anybody else that wants to join?
Oh my!
I cannot wait for this.
So, have you guys listened to the podcast? I'm sure you haven't. There's a podcast called Atlanta Monster. Would love to talk about that with you guys.
That's about Ludacris's life.
No.
Oh,
It's
God.
about a string of child murders in Atlanta in like the 60s and 70s, I think. It remains.
Oh yeah, yes. This was on Manhunter season 2.
Was it?
Mindhunter.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there's somebody in prison, but there's like a whole lot of questions left unanswered about it.
What did you think of?
Didn't they do a documentary on that on HBO?
I think they did. The only one I'm familiar with is the podcast because I don't have a lot of time to watch TV, but I can listen to things while I'm driving and stuff. So
This was not Serial, correct? This is a whole different podcast.
I
this
love
was
that
called
podcast.
Atlanta Monster. It was produced by Payne Lindsay, who is from Atlanta, and he has had several more like other successful true crime podcasts as well. But that was one of his. The first one that I listened to was called Monster.
Okay, that's a good one to throw out there. Mike or TJ, is there, for me, I don't want to say off limits, but sadly, like one of my mom's classmates was killed by this man. One that I can't look up, and I can look at anything. I'll go to Best Gore. I'll see anything. I literally, you've got to be kidding me.
I don't think he fumbled the ball, Karl.
The thing is this: in our neck of the woods, nobody really knows about too much is John Wayne Gacy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
So I have a tough time
The
with
clown,
that one.
right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I make a recommendation? I know that.
Yeah.
I know you guys. Well, Lauren, you just said you don't watch a lot of TV, but I think one of the most compelling documentaries I ever watched on Netflix was called The Staircase.
Yes,
that one is awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my! I can't remember was his name Scott Peterson as well? He wrote a book or something. What was his name?
No, it's
He was an author.
He
His last name was Peterson.
It was Peterson.
I think it was Drew Peterson.
No, I think it's
Drew
former.
Peterson.
I know it's former Bills quarterback Doug.
Oh yes, that's right.
But that one, Karl, I'm telling you, man, I'm gonna play my damn Papa Shango music. In fact, I'm gonna find it right now.
So, real quick, to make a recommendation, especially if you listen to podcasts and you're into true crime, and Matt, as a defense attorney, you might really get into this one. It's called a Framed, an investigative story. It looks kind of like that, if you could see that. That's about a kid I went to high school with. He was in my grade and everything, and he just disappeared.
Is that a podcast? Is it a podcast?
It is. But it's called Framed, and it's only 10 episodes long or so, or 10. I think it's 10. But it's like I went to school with the kid. I mean, I knew him for 14 years before he just disappeared. And you'll get really into it. And the reason why I mention it for Matt too is because they talk about some of the defense tactics that were taken. And, I just would love to get your input on that if you ever get a chance to listen to it.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, the one of the people that is framed, if you will, or as they talk about in there, is got represented by, if you know who Kathleen Zellner is, she's the lady representing the guy that was in Making a Murderer now.
Yeah.
Well, Making a Murderer 2, and
yes.
she got the kid from University of Missouri.
Yep.
That was suspected. Then she freed him. The Making a Murderer thing, James Avery did that. That poor nephew got coerced into something. We don't know what, but I felt like he was coerced or directed as to what to say. Yeah, Brendan Dassey.
Yeah, he got boned by the police in that one.
I felt
and a lawyer. Like his lawyer should have been disbarred, and that guy's a judge.
When it comes down to courtroom drama, a lot of us remember, if the glove does not, fit, you must acquit. But is there any more? And I don't even know if you can count this as quote unquote drama. But Matt, to you, for BTK, his courtroom testimony.
The full confession on the record that he made.
Where were you, and how do you remember watching it? Were you watching it on like Cake, KWCH, KSN?
Cake or KSN. I upstairs, the house that I grew up in, and I think I was either just out of middle school or into high school. I mean, it was fucking wild. For people who don't know, Dennis Rader, BTK, the bind, torture, kill serial killer out of Park City, Kansas, which is right next to my neck of the woods. He resurfaced in the early 2000s, or actually, I think it was the late 90s. Mm-hmm. And he resurfaced after he had gotten away with it for years in the 70s and 80s, and done these horrific murders. And his confession's fucking weird.
It's very disturbing. It's very, very disturbing. And as we end on that note, before we get to halftime, our lovely female demographic, our fearless leader and gorgeous glowing host, Lauren Yaffe, has to bow out. Okay. Lauren, I do want to wish you the best. Well, you're going to kill tomorrow. Next Monday, right after. Now, are Shivani next week? Is he just doing a solo deal, or?
I'll be there.
You'll be there. Right afterwards, we invite everybody to come on over with us next Monday for Falcons Packers.
Mm. Oh yes, okay.
Karl.
Yes.
I don't know if that's going to be a good idea.
But why not?
TJ Stevens, lovely. A couple things. The lady who was convicted of killing her sons in Texas was Darlie Routier, I think.
Wow.
If you guys are interested, look into that case because I'm not convinced she did it either. Also, I'll see you all tomorrow for Eric Bischoff.
Rad. I'm sorry, Andy hooked it. Lauren, you've been amazing.
Oh, come on with the fucking Sailors.
Sorry, I meant to put. Oh, go ahead. No,
Lauren, don't hate me for my question, please.
I forgot your question.
Oh, that's
all right. Thank God.
I'm sure you're fine. I can never hate you, Frank. You're my friend.
All right, I'm just making sure.
Wait, what was your question? Did I answer the question?
No, you didn't. But it was about how certain things and certain interests get up in certain places.
I think you just outed yourself.
Outed myself?
Yes.
Well,
Frank, wow.
Frank's Big Dick Bruno.
There you go.
No. Well, that's the thing. I see. I'm a big fat guy, so certain things are hidden by certain things. So I'm just curious.
My lord.
This was not how I saw this night going down.
Is it more like
go this direction at some point, Henry?
my
I
question,
figured it'd be later in the game.
it's a female question. Is it more important to have length, or is it how you use it? I'm just asking.
Definitely.
Thank God people watch this live.
We broke TJ again.
You know what's odd is what's odd is that we mentioned girth on Top Guy Theater and we have not mentioned girth here. So that face makes me say girth is worse than moist. But back to Frank's.
Girth just gives me like a visual image, and moist.
So what does areola do?
That's also an. But moist makes me think of like a moist cake.
Oh my God! Stop saying that word.
So I don't think on that one.
I'm gonna get a text later from TJ telling me I can't come on Top Guy anymore.
You're done.
I find it hysterical. I find it hysterical that as soon as I get on here, this is what the topic starts to be.
Damn it,
Rocco! You walked into a freaking buzzsaw, like an absolute, just gender dividing and unifying in a way buzzsaw, like Tajiri and ECW. On that note, Lauren, go and get some rest. Rest up for tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow, Lauren.
See you tomorrow, Lauren.
Love you, Lauren. Thank you.
When it comes
Lauren.
to
Thanks for everything, Lauren.
When it comes to next week and next Monday, good luck.
Dirty, sexy, slinky thing. Power over all with the love you bring. Spinning from your mind control. Shuffling around this deep, deep hole. All I ever really want, I never get it. All I ever really thought, I never said it. Got myself on whiskey and wine just to.
Anybody know whose ROH theme that is?
You mean
No idea.
Raw?
Raw. Does anybody know Raw? Anybody off the top of their head? Adam Cole, baby.
Oh yeah, hello.
Goddamn, Bruce! Why they running Madison Square Garden? Rah!
Good try, pal. Hey, do they have an arena in Yonkers? Do they have like some sort of? I feel like Yonkers would have like a AA baseball team, AAA baseball team, some sort of affiliation. Even though you're so close to everything, do you guys have any
No, we have
minor league?
we have a casino. That's about it.
Oh, you have a casino.
We have Empire City Casino, Yonkers Raceway.
So you can do off-track betting.
Off-track betting, and video slots. And MGM just bought it maybe a year ago, so they're doing certain things. They want to do full gaming.
Now, Doc Rivers just announced out as Clippers coach. We've got the Heat and the Lakers in the finals, which completely ruined a bet that I made. Altogether, I did not even see the Heat coming. That is awful. What's your assessment so far, Matt? We got a 27-10 lead, and Lamar Jackson playing his worst game as a starter since the game against, I want to say it was, oh man, who did they play in the first round of the playoffs and they were bad?
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Chargers.
Yeah, it was
the Chargers. Thank you. It was the Chargers. So assessment so far?
Mahomes is rolling. Like they've got that offense working. It's I don't think they're slowing down tonight.
I am gonna have to pick up a backup quarterback. I have Justin Herbert, aka Justin Herbert, with 300 yards passing in his debut, despite losing to Carolina. Yeah, he's got 2 points. I had the worst fantasy week of my life. This is him. Hey, I need Jonu to show up there, Frank.
Let's see. They play Pittsburgh. Yeah, he'll show up.
By the way, with two Bears fans here in the in the chat, and all you guys, I need to ask you a question because I legitimately don't know the answer to it.
Yes, it really is 9 inches.
That's not what I was going to ask. I believe that, but my question is, what's it like to have a quarterback?
I don't know.
I think I want to
I'm
take
mad at
this one first.
I don't know what that's like.
Given that Josh Allen is the first really decent quarterback that Buffalo's had since Ryan Fitzpatrick, I honestly have no idea.
We just had a conversation about getting Steve McNair in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, wow! You mean you talking? I thought you meant recent.
Ever.
Oh, I got okay. All right, never mind. Because we had Warren Moon at one point too.
You know who the quarterback was for the Bears when I started watching him? Eric Kramer.
Oh, I don't even remember who the fuck.
God,
Exactly.
If that makes you feel bad, the first Bears game I ever went to, our quarterback was Moses Moreno.
Oh, good old
Moses Moreno. And there was Steve Stenstrom and Henry Burris and Cordell Stewart.
I remember watching
Greg
a Monday night
Krenzel.
football game. It was the Bears and the Cowboys. Both quarterbacks were hurt for both
Quincy
teams.
Carter.
To be fair, the Bears starting quarterback that year was Jonathan Quinn, I think.
Cade
Cade McNown.
The main, and then that's when the Cowboys had Bledsoe. So they were both hurt. So you had a Monday night primetime football game between the Bears and the Cowboys, who both sucked that year anyway. The quarterback matchup was Craig Krenzel against Drew Henson.
Yep. Drew Henson, a star of the University of Michigan baseball. He got drafted by the Yankees, and two-sport athlete. Let me put it this way. Hey, there's that DK Metcalf punch out. If you're watching the
I'm surprised
halftime,
Chris Berman didn't make reference to Leon Lett.
He's my fantasy
Berman's a big Buffalo fan. I'm kind of surprised by that.
Did he say WAP anytime in there?
Whoop!
Oh, here's the highlights for you.
Unbelievable. The Lions got to win. Let me put it this way. Everybody last year just completely gave me, throughout the offseason, friends, whatever, the media gave me lefts and rights and uppercut, just boom, 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 one after another. Oh, 13-3, you had a fluke team. Oh, you only beat Kansas City because they didn't have Mahomes. Oh, you beat Seattle because it was in Green Bay. Okay.
What does that have to do with anything? A win's a win, right?
The quarterback thing. Aaron Rodgers, I've never seen play like this, to where he is so comfortable. And then they always use this excuse of, well, that's a terrible O-line for Joe Burrow. Granted, he's a rookie. He looks like the second coming. Frank, I texted you that. I think it is the next. I think it goes Brady, Rodgers, and I really don't even think there's a third in that conversation. But I think the next batch is Mahomes, Jackson, Burrow is my next wave of guys to come along. Rodgers, if you watch what he did last night, and this is the best stat I've ever seen in my entire life. Peyton Manning, 500 plus touchdown passes.
But are you still putting Brady in that elite group up front?
I can't. No, I don't. I can't. I can't not do it because he has one for the thumb. He's got 6. He's been there. And who's a better quarterback? Rodgers. It's not even a question. It's not a debatable thing. Flip them sides. Rodgers, New England with Belichick, they don't lose for 30 years. Ever. But I'm getting to this. Rodgers, all right, so Manning, 500 plus touchdown passes to first round picks between Denver and Indianapolis. Reggie Wayne, Marvin Harrison,
Demaryius
Thomas. Okay, so there. 2 was Drew Brees, who it's like Michael Thomas. Colston was not a first round pick, and I don't think they had Joe Horn, so I'm not sure who else. Kamara's not, but regardless, he has. Oh, Jimmy Graham might have been a first round pick.
McAllister, I think.
Something like that. Do you know how many touchdown passes Aaron Rodgers has in his entire career to first round picks?
I'll say
2.
40. Oh, wow.
Cero Miedo?
2. And they're both to the same guy, and one of them happened last night. Mercedes Lewis, who was on the Jags, and he threw a touchdown to him last year, and he threw one last night to him that basically gave him the lead, and they didn't look back. But
I don't
think about
Holmes
that.
has a touchdown pass to a first-round pick yet.
That is a great. Oh no, Sammy Watkins.
Oh, he was a first-round pick. He was like number 6 overall.
Four. Yeah, he was 3 or 4.
Buffalo drafted him.
So think about how difficult that is to have. Like seriously, that might be if I was to tell when I don't have kids, but if I were to have kids, I hope I have kids. Too deep. I
have
like
one.
that stat will stay with me forever. That when McCarthy was there, they didn't draft to help him. They want a defense. And they're like, oh, he'll figure it out like Brett did. And Brett Favre was the same way. He threw it to Robert Brooks, Bill Schrader, Antonio Freeman, Mark Chmura, Bubba Franks, guys like that.
Sterling Sharp.
I'm just saying, Sterling Sharp before his neck went.
Mm-hmm.
But no, that's the best stat I had ever seen. Because I'm like, forget about QB percentage and QB rating and touchdown to interception ratio. That's what I want to know. Can you make the players around you better?
Yeah, that's absurd.
And I'm off my soapbox.
I do wonder one thing, Karl. Do people hate Brett Favre in Green Bay?
Yes.
Because he unretired and then went somewhere else? Or do they specifically hate him because he first, after New York, he then decided to go play in Minnesota?
The second one.
So Ted Thompson, the GM, specifically said we are not trading you to anywhere in the NFC, let alone the NFC North. So when they made sure he got to the Jets, it was like, oh, cool, feel good story. I'm happy for him. If I was
before or after he sent pictures of his dick to Jen Sturger?
This is
what happens when you go to New York.
Before that.
And by the way, you want a real random wrestling connection? Jen Sturger is best friends with this party animal, according to Doc Gallows.
Ric Flair.
Lana.
Oh.
That makes sense. I can see that.
Did anybody remember that on the Doc Gallows chat? Who can put away beers? And he goes, Lana. And they're all like, what? Who was not there for Doc Gallows?
She went to Florida State.
Yep.
I wasn't able to make it.
So that was who asked that question? Because there wasn't many of us. Did anybody ask that?
I don't remember.
So Mike, to fill you in, like who's a low-key big partier? LKBP. And he's like, Lana can put him away and show up the next day, no problem. Beers, anything, and she's tiny. And we're like, Lana? What the hell? You know, I think it caught us all by surprise. But Jen Sturger and Lana are childhood friends.
Okay, so here's a real question, because Lana used to be brunette. Has anybody gone back and looked at the picture of Jen Sturger at that game where Musburger said and 50,000 red-blooded American males just applied to Florida State? Has anybody gone back and looked to see if Lana might be in the crowd there?
Oh, I bet she is. I bet she is. There's a lot of pictures of Lana in the audience at a Florida State game. A lot.
Ryan Greasy.
He swept the Bears.
Hey, you know who had a tough time at Florida State was oh gosh,
Jameis Winston.
His name. He wanted to get into the no. He wanted to get into the mattress business. Bed Fundy, Ted Bundy.
Oh God!
Oh God, Karl.
There it is.
I just found a picture
There
of
it
them
is.
together.
You're right back here.
I just found a picture of them together. Hold on.
Who together?
Jen Sturger and Lana.
Right? I don't know.
I don't know what happened. We went off the rails in a hurry.
At least Karl's wearing pants today.
That's a nice change.
Wait, are there times when he doesn't?
No, I'm wearing. I got on these Nike track pants, but they zip really far up, and I'm hot as hell because of my lights. I've got a light there, and they zip super far. Well, I guess they're Jordan ones, but when I was working for Nike, you got basically anything you wanted. Hence why I started the sneaker collection.
Jesus, Lana had a lot of fake tanner on in these Florida State photos.
I would say, who doesn't have fake tan? And I don't know if they're sending them to the same tanning booth. But when Zack Ryder and I saw Miro wrestle this past week, why are you so red? They're like burnt red. Did anybody see AEW?
I haven't watched it. Yeah,
very red, like Revenge of the Rotten Tomatoes. What is going on here?
I am only watching highlights of AEW and NXT right now, and I am not watching Raw and SmackDown at all.
Well, apparently this past Raw killed it. Or actually, no, Night of Champions, I guess they say killed it. So,
like tonight?
Tonight?
Night of Champions last night. I got it mixed up.
Oh my gosh, that's right. Night of Champions took place. Does anybody care about spoilers or whatnot? Is anybody going to watch?
I've seen a bunch of them.
Frank, you watched it, right?
I did, yeah.
Does Rocco? Does please, if any one person minds spoilers, please raise it or just tell me. Speak up now.
No, I saw a bit of it last night. So, good.
All right, I have not seen it. I want to be surprised right now. I'm going to WrestleZone.
There's a 24-hour rule. If it's been 24 hours since, you could spoil the shit out of it.
All right,
I think now that we've started the third quarter, we've hit 10 o'clock, which means it's been 24 hours.
Yep. All right, WrestleZone. Ew.
And I want to add to you're saying about Lana. I've been flipping back and forth all night between Raw and the game, and one of the matches was Lana and Natalya versus Mandy and Dana Brooke, and I am very disappointed with Mandy's ring attire.
Is it Mandy's debut?
Mandy.
Was it on Monday Night Raw debut?
I'm gonna look this up on Twitter.
Did she cover more up?
Yeah, she covered. She covered a bit
kind
up.
of rude. That was kind of rude. How was her in-ring ability?
There's a WWE shop T-shirt that I would highly plug. Is Mandy on there and says "World's Hottest Soccer Mom." Mahomes on the flea flicker. All right, where's Clash?
Mahomes just needs to throw one nice deep bomb into the end zone from where they are right now on the field.
A couple of times.
So, Rocco, I just looked it up. The outfit that Mandy Rose wore tonight was supposed to be symbolic or a throwback, as Trish Stratus wore pretty much the same outfit on her first match on Raw.
Really?
That's what I just saw on a side by side.
Alrighty,
here on a tweeter.
Not like the other, and I know that Sarah, who has been on my ChatPack, is a big Mandy Rose mark. But come on,
I don't
know. Looks like it's going to the Ravens, maybe.
I
think.
No spoilers for Matt. He's on Hulu. Give him 6 minutes. He'll be caught up.
Yeah.
That's right. By then, the Ravens could have scored.
All right, here we go. Here's what happened. I'm gonna.
Oh God damn it!
I'm gonna.
It. I saw it.
Yeah.
Was he down by contact?
No.
Kickoff.
No, he wasn't.
Kickoff. Alrighty. We'll find out if he was there.
Cheeseburger will give it to you.
So Cesaro and Shinsuke defend and they hold on to the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Okay. And let's go to
two people that immediately need to go down to NXT as, like, we didn't necessarily discuss this, but two people that immediately need to be part of Triple H's, double bird salute to Vince.
Mm-hmm. And I don't understand why so many people shit on Triple H. Like, he's the only one in the company doing anything worthwhile.
No, he's booking fucking old school Memphis Mid-South shit right now.
He just gets so much shit. I don't know why.
So this ladder match sounds amazing on paper. Don't know how it was. Apparently, the IC champ is Jeff Hardy. Took on AJ Styles and Sami Zayn. And your winner is...
Sami Zayn.
I love Sami Zayn's new look.
I do
Wait,
too.
he has a new look?
It works for him.
Yeah,
Yeah, it works for him.
He looks like a
here's
Junior
Adam
Fidel
Page.
Castro.
Oh, I see what. Oh, I'm watching it right now. Oh my gosh. That dump over the top rope with Jeff Hardy. Sami
Yeah.
Zayn,
you got to
Oh,
watch
Jeff
the whole
almost
show.
died
It was great.
6 times in that match.
all right.
And then they did another cage earring spot with handcuffs to a ladder.
I think I'm gonna watch
We're not.
this.
Why are we not talking about
Hey!
the ladder being handcuffed to his ear?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, with the
'Cause
gauge.
I couldn't even. I was dying. I know it was probably not a comedic spot, but oh my god, I was dying.
Yeah.
So you thought now? Did you now? You're okay with that? How about when Jimmy Havoc they put thumbtacks in his mouth and duct tape his mouth?
No,
that was really incredibly stupid.
I'm not a fan of much of what Jimmy Havoc does.
I love everything Jimmy Havoc. Hey, your new 24/7 champion, Drew S.A. Drew Gulak. Raw Women's Championship match. Oh, Zelina Vega versus Asuka. And Asuka wins. Not a surprise. Bobby Lashley versus MVP. What the is he wrestling?
No, against Apollo Crews.
It was with MVP.
Who won?
Lashley.
Of course.
Thank God. That's
hey,
really
whoa,
stable
whoa,
worth
whoa,
shit right now.
whoa. Wait, is that U.S. battle? Oh my dear God in heaven. Anyways, wait. Did his U.S. the new U.S. title thumbs up, thumbs down from you guys?
I like it.
I'm gonna go with a big thumbs down.
Does it have the American flag at all, or like any American connotation to it?
It's got like an eagle like popping out the front of it. I don't like that at all. That's probably part of
Weren't there a couple of vintage U.S. title belts though from back in the NWA days, before JCP took everything over and made WCW? Weren't there a couple of U.S. title belts or North American belts or something like that? They had that eagle-like design though.
Mm-hmm.
There were like two or three of them.
Can I ask you a question? What was wrong with the mid-90s WCW US title?
It's the best.
It had WCW on it, and Vince McMahon hates WCW.
So
it's
take the logo off.
But it would still look like a WCW title belt, and Vince McMahon wouldn't be able to say that's good shit.
Well,
he kept the world.
Vince, your belts are shit.
Yeah, they really are.
There's
just
a tag.
You know what would make Triple H's double middle finger a triple middle finger is if he waits until Vince is about to die.
Bring back
the NXT WCW
title.
That too.
North American title is an old NWA title.
You guys want the ultimate long play booking that I've never shared with anybody?
Yes.
Is the pipe bomb promo when Vince McMahon dies. When he actually does die, they bring back Punk because his doofus son-in-law and his idiot daughter are gonna run it, and he shows up. You're telling me right there that that's not going to. Oh my God!
If that penalty was against the Chiefs, I think that's a first down for Baltimore.
Henry, we got a real serious conversation. No, but seriously, would that work? The pipe bomb coming back to life.
I thought Punk had a problem with Triple H.
Hunter, he does. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did either way, but the money in that of when you're, and I'd like to think this place is better. I've watched that promo so many times. I'd like to think this place would be better off when Vince dies, but it's only going to be run by his doofus son-in-law and his idiot daughter.
Yeah.
And then he comes in and says, "No, I'm running it." I don't know. Anyway, Street Profits. This guy I saw in person for the first time before I'd ever seen it. He was doing a dark match, and that was Angel Garza. And I'm like, whatever that is, yes. It was the same way I felt about Dominik Dijakovic. And it was the same way. Just don't even come. And no, wait a minute. All right. Street Profits, R-Truth, Bailey. And then what was the main event on this bad boy? Sorry, WrestleZone is making me click through multiple. Winner Asuka, Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton. Randall Orton loses, and is that? Did I miss anything?
Nope, you got one more. Roman Reigns and Jey Uso.
I thought that was okay.
Wow.
It wasn't bad.
Has anybody seen the side by side of the Rocky 4?
Yes.
Breakdown.
What?
Yes.
You just hit me with Rocky 4.
Yeah.
Do you have a link?
Death scene.
It's
Hey,
the
guys,
same scene.
I have to go help put the kids to bed. So,
all righty.
Peace
And
out.
on his way out.
Take care.
See you guys tomorrow night.
On his way out.
Love you, TJ.
Who won it? Reigns wins?
Reigns.
Vince definitely didn't put the title on Jay.
Oh boy. So here we go. Just update
But he
everybody.
did not
We
have
got
a chest protector on.
That's true. They changed up the look.
who? Oh, they did.
Reigns.
Oh. And here we are at 10:44, 27-10 Chiefs and Ravens, and a little Monday night friends of the ChatPack. So no more chest protector D'Lo Brown wise for Reigns. What do you guys think of Reigns and Heyman together? Just open ended.
It's a good marriage.
It's a good pairing.
I think
Rocco, give us expound. Go for it.
I would say give this a good marriage for the simple fact that, it kind of getting Roman to where the spot that you kind of want him to be a chicken shit heel. And I hope they could run this a little bit more. I think putting Heyman with him is actually a really good thing. I mean, we still got to see a lot of it play out.
What's interesting is Roman a decent or an okay promo? Yeah.
No.
Can he talk? I mean, the reason that Lesnar went or Heyman went with Lesnar is to build the hype, right? The beast. Get it up, But it's like Reigns doesn't necessarily. There are 10 guys we can all name that need it more than he does, right?
Yeah.
5 at least. Okay. So what I think is interesting is just the fact that he's there. And is he more of a talker or is he more of a shit disturber?
Roman Reigns or Paul Heyman?
Paul Heyman, excuse me, for context.
I just sent you the link, the photo, Karl.
Okay. Is it in the private chat? Or text?
No, I just sent it to you text.
So what is so what is the deal? So is it you think it's a good marriage, Rocco? Matt, have you watched? You said only clips, so
I thought this should have been the marriage back, oh God, like 2 WrestleManias ago when he was facing Brock. Heyman should have turned heel on, like it feels a little too late. They had so many things set up. Heyman should have turned heel, like grabbed the leg as Brock was coming off the ropes, said, "I'm sorry." Then Roman hits the spear. 1, 2, 3. We're done. You get the turn at Mania, which I know is never the formula unless it's 17 and kills my love of the business for many years. But
why did 17 do that for you?
And it was the absolute end of the McMahon Austin storyline. When he aligned, it's over.
It's understandable.
It lost interest for me. But from a pure perspective, I mean, I will agree with Rocco. It's not a bad marriage. And I don't think that Roman Reigns, the way that they write for him, I think he's capable of being a good promo. I think they write him like dog shit. And I think that Heyman being there to sort of pick up the pieces is really helpful for him.
Now, what's interesting is that time heal, I believe the statement I don't believe in the statement, time heals all wounds. Time and effort heals all wounds. In the wrestling world, time and smoke and mirrors can really seal all, because we forget that Heyman was doing this. I'm a Paul Heyman guy with Curtis Axel, and then he has Ryback, Cesaro. Did he have Ryback too? Thought he had Ryback as well.
I know he had Curtis Axel, but I don't remember him having Ryback.
Okay, because I saw Ryback versus Punk at Hell in a Cell in Miami, and Heyman was in Ryback's corner. So like we forget that you never want to dilute your power as, which Paul Heyman is undoubtedly top 3. I think we can all say Cornette, him and Bobby are in that conversation. Frank, Reigns and Heyman.
I gotta be honest, man. Like, I don't understand it. And maybe that's not what they're trying to accomplish. I just, I go back and you just think like, what, 2 years ago, like Brock and Reigns were feuding with each other, and I don't understand it. Is he a good mouthpiece for Reigns? Sure. Does he garner a lot of heat? Sure. Do I like the Reigns heel
running on
stuff?
that too?
Absolutely.
I agree so much with what Frank just said. Like, yes, I like it from what Rocco said, but also like last night when you have a non-Samoan yelling from the sidelines about he's our tribal chief.
Yeah, I don't get that whole thing.
It makes zero sense.
Volley this, sir. My client.
I'm
Roman
really
Reigns.
So he's saying he's our tribal leader.
Well, that was part of the gimmick of the match last night. Is like Reigns is beating down Jay, and the whole gimmick is like you need to say I'm the chief of the Anoa'i family.
Yeah. Was that just start? Like, I don't remember seeing that even on TV. So it was all of a sudden they're talking about being a chief and stuff, and I didn't understand it. And yeah, I don't understand. Like, what does Paul Heyman care about that? I don't know. I like heel Roman. I like that part. I just don't get where Heyman ties into that.
And Mike, we'll go down to you. Have you been watching the current product?
On and off. I think I opt to do the Conrad Thompson style things where I find myself fast forwarding through a lot of it. But I try to keep up with it as much as I can. I venture to agree, though. I mean, let's be honest. They're doing with Roman what they should have done with Cena years ago. They turned him heel. Probably, it was on the cusp of being too late for Roman, right? Like, we were getting to that point. Another year or two, probably couldn't have made this turn. Think about it.
Great point. Timing is everything. You wait a little bit more, and then it's like, oh, we knew this was going to happen.
Like, I think they botched a lot too when he came back from cancer, right? Like, which awesome personal story aside, the fans like erased everything when they were booing him, right? That first month he had come back from cancer, the fans were all behind him again. There was so much fewer boos in the crowd, and they put him right back in the title picture. And they started getting it, the fans started getting Roman shoved down their throats, so it went right back to the boos. I'm glad that they made the change now. I'm glad that we're going to get to see it play out. The flip side is when they go to pull the trigger and throw him back to being a face, though, are fans just going to boo the shit out of him again? That's my concern. I think I think they're better off keeping Roman a heel. Yes, he's the face of the company. Let him be a heel. Build somebody else up to knock him down.
Henry, I'm going to get you to this, and you're going to kick off the next question as the kickoff. Just happened right there. 27-13, Chiefs in front. 6:13 to go in the third quarter. It's a two-parter. The one I've been asking about Reigns and Heyman, and part two, Do you feel like that there was already a negative stigma and or connotation with the pro wrestling, the internet wrestling community, IWC, internet wrestling community, if you even want to call it that. It was always negative and very stigma based, that it was just crap on everything and blah, blah, blah. So my two parts are the Heyman and Lesnar. And then part two is, with quarantine and with everything that's going on, has the IWC become more of a toxic underbelly, more of a, throwing stones from your keyboard, which is a glass house type of place?
Those are both good questions. Just as a quick follow-up before I answer either one of them, you're talking about Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman, not Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar, right?
Yes. I probably was thinking,
that was a slip of the tongue, I thought, but I didn't want to correct you while you were in mid-sentence.
Yeah. You know what I was going for. Yeah.
Goddamn, pal, don't say Brock Lesnar.
Man, Dick, how about those two viewers you're getting?
The answer I'm about to give, I think, kind of fits neatly into both of your questions, because it reminds me of something I saw earlier this morning. I was scrolling through Twitter, and somebody I follow that's part of the IWC tweeted something snarky back to somebody that was talking about how Asuka isn't a decent wrestler because she can't cut a good promo because she doesn't speak English very well. And I got to thinking to myself, English isn't her first language, but look at all the wrestlers back through time immemorial that couldn't cut a promo, that could use somebody like a Paul Heyman or a Jim Cornette to cut promos. A perfect example of that, I think, is Goldberg, Brutus the fucking Barber Beefcake.
Oh.
Yokozuna. Just for a while, he was portrayed as somebody who didn't speak English.
Yeah.
But we still don't know if he could ever cut a promo. We never got the opportunity.
I'll give you that. That being said, Goldberg, I think, has to stand because he can't really wrestle.
Can't really wrestle.
Yeah, you're right on both accounts.
Now, back in the beginning days in WCW, he wasn't terrible. He wasn't nearly as bad then as he is now. It's kind of splitting hairs one way or the other. But back to the
real quick. I just want to get into this real quick, because you just opened a Pandora's box. If I don't hit on it, it's going to drive me nuts. Mike, you and I talked about something. We talked about the Firefly Funhouse match, in the sense that, or even the Firefly Funhouse segments where they are like an Apocalypse Now acid trip. You're like, what the hell is going on?
It's a metaphysical deconstruction of the industry is what it is.
So, is it a bad promo? Wait, one more time.
Matt,
so what
did you say?
I think it's a metaphysical deconstruction of the industry.
Explain what, because your words are too big for my brain.
Define metaphysical.
So it's like the meta fan, right? We look at things from the perspective of, we understand we've all gotten the peek behind the curtain. So we understand how the sausage gets made. I think what the Firefly Funhouse is almost doing to a certain extent, and Henry, I think, wants to get in here in a second and talk, because I see you.
Henry, you're next.
Well, but it has something to do with the game, which is why I was trying to stop.
Matt, don't look at your TV, Matt.
There's just under 3 minutes left to go in the third quarter, and Kansas
do
City
not
has turned the ball back over to Baltimore.
Oh, that's a terrible spot. Actually, I think the spot was probably right.
Anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Matt.
No. So, like, we look at wrestling now. I think a lot of us smart marks look at it from the perspective of who's getting the push and why. What's the behind the scenes gimmick? At least I almost look at things almost, and part of the reason that I'm drawn to Conrad is the business aspect of so many things and so many of the breakdowns. I think that the Firefly Funhouse gimmick and the fact that they're literally telling you some of this peek behind the curtain stuff, it's super meta in the sense of they're giving you the inside baseball joke.
And
if you look at it from it's the "It's such good shit, pal," and the Cena as Hogan, and then Cena as NWO Hogan, the heel turn we never got. And then, it's this deconstructive breakdown of the industry on such a fundamental level. I get why people fucking hate it. Like, I get it. I love the shit out of it. I wish they would lean way the fuck into it. Especially and here's the thing: the ultimate heel turn for Reigns or Cena is have them show up in a goddamn Armani suit, pastel colored tie, super bright, electric pink, and have them right next to Vince. And Vince cuts the promo that he's my anointed champion, pal, and you're gonna have to deal with it. And then the "it's my fucking ring" promo. It's a totally different heel promo on such a different level. We know that's what's actually going on. We know in the back that's what Vince is doing. He loves Roman. He loves everything about Roman. So don't do traditional heel tropes with putting it with Heyman. I think we missed the boat on that.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to go with this to Mike, because Mike, if you can, for those that missed it, watched
sorry guys, I ate up a lot of oxygen in the room right
now.
there.
That was good. No, that was good. Mike, because it ties into this. Mike, we watched a clip from not this past Friday, but the Friday before's Firefly Funhouse, where Wobbly the Walrus, or whatever his name is, appears. And Mike, you made, if you could tell us, I said, if you were sitting with your dad, what would his reaction be? And then B, I want to go off that's the question, but I want to say promos like the Iconics, promos like Asuka, promos like when I'm watching with my stepdad, for example, he will stop and look up from his phone while he's playing Golden Tee or Mario Kart or whatever game poker, whatever. He'll stop and look up and be like, this is so effing annoying. Especially the Iconics. But doesn't that get you to look up? Or Asuka just say, you don't know what she's saying. But it's a different soundtrack to make you raise your head and go, do I hate this? I do hate this. But guess what? Doesn't matter if you hate it or not. Your eyes aren't on your phone. So that person did indeed accomplish their job. Mike, do you find that to be true for your dad? If you were sitting down in Rocco, I'm sure if you guys were watching wrestling today, it might be similar. So I'll follow up with you after that. But Mike, your thoughts?
Yeah, no, 100%. I think the analogy I used with you, it was if my dad had watched the Firefly Funhouse match, and maybe that's what we could do on an episode of My ChatPack Live, is make him watch it, which would be amazing. My dad's reaction would be, he wouldn't say a word. He would just go over to his right, roll a doobie, light it up, smoke it, and then ask me what the hell he just looked at. And by the way, if you are in the Wichita, Kansas area and you yourself got busted for marijuana, please give our buddy J. Matthew Levitt a call or go to holnicklaw.com. His phone number is 316-665-7227. Again, that number is 316-665-7227.
You could work on, or you can find him on the website that I'm now currently creating, idon'thatemattlevett.com. That's right there at the corner of...
He's not only a gimmick attorney, but he's our attorney.
Yeah, I don't hate mattlovett.com. F you, Steven Singer, whatever your name is. No, Baracco, same thing. Did your dad sit through the Firefly Funhouse match?
No, but we should stick him and Mike's dad on My ChatPack Live and let them watch the Firefly Funhouse.
All day, every day.
My dad will say in his thick New York accent, "What the fuck did I just look at?"
Okay, this kind of needs to be a thing. This is good.
Can Karl's mom be there?
My mom I showed it to her.
Am I? I was
and
gonna say.
she's like, "Did you?" She goes, "You wanted to write this, didn't you?" And I'm like, "Yes, desperately." She goes, "This is everything you wanted to do, isn't it?" And I'm like, "Outside of Dark Side of the Ring or Beyond the Mat, this is the only thing I've ever wanted to write." If I could have.
Exact same thing. My wife literally looks at me and goes, "This is you if you were writing wrestling right now. Like, this is the most tongue-in-cheek, literal bullshit that you spew all the time. This is you." Like, and it is.
It is. I mean, Lauren bashes me for loving Money in the Bank. I loved it. I love the slapstick.
Fucking garbage.
I like the food fight.
My dad would be like what I just said. What the is that? But mind you, this man was a funeral director for many, many years.
Wait,
so
we didn't know this.
Seen everything,
dude.
Oh yeah!
Oh, Undertaker!
Rocco, if you do not, when we have our Halloween edition, if you don't come out as Vampire Eric Bischoff from a coffin casket.
Oh my God. Where do we send you to a Spirit of Halloween store in your general direction, and how do we purchase all of the items for you? By tomorrow.
Well, I knew this before that, so just so everybody's clear, Percy Pringle III, was a very close friend of the guy who runs the promotion that I work for, the Federation, United Wrestling Network. So we have a PP3 cup. It's like our Money in the Bank, right? And it can be used on any promotion, anywhere at any time. So anywhere from CZW to Freelance in Chicago, Championship Wrestling from Arizona, Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, you name it, you can go there and you can cash it in for any belt at any time within a 1-year time window. So with that, I knew about the morticians thing where you had to, or a funeral director where that's the only way you used to get coffins. Now you can get them at Costco. So was that weird growing up, Rocco? Like, was that odd for you?
No. We had a hearse in the driveway. We had caskets in the basement.
Do you guys still have a hearse?
No. No, my dad's not a funeral director anymore. He was a funeral director for so long, but he got a job with the city of Yonkers. And then he was still doing it for a while, and then he stopped at around 2007. And he just focused on working for the city because, benefits and a pension and all that kind of stuff.
So does anybody know this to be fact or fiction? Was the Ghostbusters Ecto 1, Ecto 2 indeed a hearse, or was that an old ambulance?
That was an old ambulance. An old ambulance looked very similar to a hearse in the 70s, early 80s. The style hearse, the style ambulance you see now was popular in the late 70s, 80s, but it first came out in the early 80s. But the old time ambulances looked like hearses.
It's interesting. I always wanted, if you could have any one car from a movie go around the room, what would it be and why, or TV show? So from Knight Riders in Play. And if you're going to pick a Batmobile, you have to tell me which movie and or version of the TV show.
I'm a classic car guy, so I will take the Shelby GT500 from Gone in 60 Seconds. But there is no wrong answer to this question.
There's no. That is. Thank you, Mike, for pointing that out. There is no wrong answer. Even if you have to Google it right now, whoever wants to jump in next out of the four of you.
Title of your sex tape.
I'm sorry. What's that?
Nothing.
Oh, you gotta repeat that.
I said that, what did you just say, Karl?
The four of you remaining.
No, you said whoever wants to jump in out of the 4 of you, and I said that's the title of your sex tape.
Oh. Oh no. Oh no.
Okay. Okay.
No,
Wait.
no.
Check out
I know.
carlmandic.com.
I went to go and try and trademark that, but Paige, Tyler Breeze, and Xavier Woods already had that one. So
send your positive tweet.
Hey, to at Karl X Mandic.
Yeah,
hey,
send
Twitter.
It's there.
I was going to say, send your tweets to at Sunny. What was it?
Oh, dude, that Sunny Days one today. Oh man, I might have crossed the.
Wait.
Did you see the GIF that I posted on the bottom of it?
No, I didn't.
Your comment.
Now, interesting.
Look right
GIF.
now.
Where's it at?
GIF or GIF. And by the way, the car comment, there is no wrong answer. Matt, I know you want to get in on this.
It's the 1970 Dodge Challenger RT 440 from Vanishing Point in 71.
Okay. Love it. Wait, what is Vanishing Point? I don't.
So Vanishing Point is it's one of the outlaw car movies from the early 70s, like the original Gone in 60 Seconds and Dirty Larry, Crazy Mary. It's a total fucking trip. It's people that got a little bit of money together to just film cars going super fast. And like it's about these cross-country delivery drivers that are trying to have a race. And I mean, like they pick up speed and they're shooting into the car, and then the entire police force of a tri-state area are chasing them and helicopters, and it's remarkable. It's a remarkable fucking movie.
Okay, I've already looked it up and I'm in.
Can somebody tell me where I'm going to find the Sunny Days tweet or GIF or GIF or whatever you guys talking about?
Well, it is from Shawn Michaels on Baywatch, correct, Rocco?
Yeah, I'm surprised you and I did not get blocked by everybody in that tweet.
I cannot believe I am literally. Yeah, I'm saying wait. So I retweeted it.
Oh wait, is that from Baywatch? The one where he pulls the
takes his glasses off? Yeah.
Mike, you just retweeted it.
Rocco, yeah, I saw that. That
just
was
retweeted
an epic gift placement. That is fucking outstanding.
It's unbelievable. Frank, you got a ride that you want? Do you want the big show's daddy?
From a movie you're talking about?
Movie, TV show.
Truthfully, I'm gonna sound like just maybe like I want a fucking DeLorean.
Oh yes.
Perfect.
Back to the Future is one of my favorite movies, and it would either be that or Ecto 1 from the Ghostbusters. Those are the ones I always go back to, and I feel like an idiot because you already touched on one of them, but you know that's kind of where I'm at. Like, I love the DeLorean from Back to the Future.
I love that one as well. Who's not answered? Henry?
I haven't. I apologize. I've been listening to you guys and trying to watch a game out of the corner of my eye. I'm getting distracted. For those of you following along at home with us, there's about a minute and a half gone in the final quarter. Kansas City's up by 7. It's 27-20.
We actually have a game. We have a game right now.
That being said, I think both of these are going to sound incredibly weird, but out of the 6 of us, is anybody else here besides me a fan of any of the James Bond films?
Oh, sure.
Which Aston Martin?
The one from Goldfinger that they destroy in Skyfall is my favorite car. But
what is that? The 73 Ghost?
Does that distribute the weapons as well?
Yeah, it's got the oil. It's the first one that has the oil slick and the cannons out of the headlights and the. Oh, Henry, that's such a fantastic.
That's a great answer.
Yeah, that was good.
The runner-up to that answer, and only because there's a small family connection to it for me, is anybody here seen Days of Thunder? I personally think it's one of Tom Cruise's better movies. I personally would like a Chevrolet Lumina decked out like the car that Tom Cruise drives in that movie. My grandfather was actually down at Daytona when they filmed that movie.
What?
Nice.
Only 500.
Is there a more underrated actress on the hot scale than Nicole Kidman, who has not aged in like 15 years?
She's
I
kind of
can't
like
think
the
of
R
anybody.
Truth, where you could tell me she's 73, or you tell me she's 33 and she's actually 73. Yeah, no, I'm with you. Yeah.
This and I don't know if anybody else has an answer to the card question, but I had a thought since you mentioned our truth. They still portray him as a face, right? I do
think
believe
like forever.
He's just complete comic relief at this point. They don't even care that he exists.
They should make him champion at WrestleMania. Have him
I
take it away from
agree.
either McIntyre or Roman Reigns.
So apparently Paul Heyman gave a challenge to R-Truth on that whole Royal Rumble promo where Brock, like, the challenge was, can you make Brock laugh? And then Brock looks like this enormous murder baby that has discovered humor for the first time in his life.
Who's the one that punted the baby into the crowd?
I mean,
Snitsky?
Brock would.
Yeah, it's Snitsky. That's the correct answer.
So my answer for the car question.
This is gonna be a tough one.
Is the Ferrari from Ferris Bueller?
Oh,
Fun fact, though. It's not a 61 GT California.
it's not.
It is an 85 Modena GT Spider.
It does have these license plate on them. That's why I always have these.
Nervous.
That is actually, all these answers have been really way better than I thought. I didn't think this was good car wise. I'm going. There's no question. There's one car that I've always wanted. I got to stand next to this before they actually wrecked it. There was only 500 of them distributed at the time in 1991. But I'm going with the Wolf of Wall Street, white on white.
Woo! Oh, that's a nice one. Yeah. Wow.
Oh, that's pretty.
I do. There was only 500 in the States, I should say, distributed. Now, I didn't remember the tan leather. I thought the one that I saw and I stood next to might have been. It was not a Barrett Jackson. It was at Counting Cars. If you've ever seen that TV show on whatever it's on TLC or whatever. Yeah,
Karl,
that guy.
Take a look-see.
Oh, come on, dude. Oh, bro. By the way, I'm glad we've stuck around this long. It's unfortunate that it's like almost 11
Where
o'clock.
is there a Wegmans in Yonkers?
There's a Wegmans in Harrison.
And
how far is
Wegmans
that from
has
where you
like
live?
What happened?
How far is that from where you live? I don't know much about the map of downstate New York.
That is about 12 miles from where I live.
That's not bad.
Is that where you got the Stone Cold Steve Austin Broken Skull IPA?
I actually did. Yeah, I got this at Wegmans here in
You
Corner.
did. I got mine at Stu Leonard's.
Downstairs
Hey,
in my
Rocco, question. What's the deal with your Supermans?
Wait, who's
This
it?
is Matt. It's Matt.
Matt, sorry, Matt. My thing was
No, you're good, brother. What's and Henry? I'm sorry I cut you off. What's the deal with the? Why do you like Superman?
That is my favorite comic book hero.
Choice.
Absolutely.
I agree.
This was just one of my favorites. This was done by what do you call it? An artist who did this on a certain canvas. So it's not like a canvas. It's kind of like more of like a hardwood.
Mm-hmm.
And then that was just like something I found at Target. And I thought Henry Cavill did a great job as Superman. So I was like, it was freaking cool.
You know,
changed his color.
I don't know if anybody else knows this, but the TV series they had of Superman, I think it was on TNT in the mid '90s, where Superman was portrayed by
Lois and Clark.
It was Superman was Dean Cain.
Yeah, I love that show.
He was actually a backup quarterback for the Buffalo Bills.
Wait,
really?
what?
Gary Hatcher is married to Howie Long.
What?
Who?
What?
What?
You didn't know this?
Howie
wait,
Long.
you're
Wait. Howie Long's married to a
No.
woman.
Like the defensive lineman for the Raiders who's on fucking Fox.
He's not married to Terry Hatcher.
I thought he was at one point.
Oh
Yep.
God, you guys had me so confused. I thought Terry
I
was a
thought you
guy.
were talking about him being married to Dean Cain.
Yeah, that's what I
Like,
thought.
he's
Yeah.
gay?
What the
Mr.
hell is
Mand-
going on there?
Mr. Mandic, I actually took this painting off the wall just so I could find out what the artist's name was.
Oh, will you text it to me?
Oh
I
God,
will.
yeah, I was way off. Apologies.
Please do. I need to ask them about a Chicago flag one that I want
You
made
know,
like that. But
as long as
I
we're-
want to hit this Superman. Oh, I'm sorry, I did not mean to. Out of these, which one are you buying? Which one are you going to purchase if they were on AFS's? Let's say AFS started their own shop. Well, okay, they're on Box of Gimmicks. Are you guys going? Not to put myself over for nobody that's watching.
My
but
dad is in South Korea.
legitimately, which one would you guys buy if you had? Let's say they go for 22. I just bought stuff from Box of Gimmicks, and it was $41 in shipping. But I ordered on Friday, and it arrived today, so that was awesome.
What did you buy?
I bought That's Not Going to Work for Me, brother. So would you go with the followers crossed out Family Matters AFS established 2020? Let me zoom in on this one. Eric Bischoff in the corner instead of Urkel. In the early episodes, they had Urkel up there. That's option one.
When
Doesn't it-
we see him tomorrow night, can somebody try to get him to say, "Can I do that like Urkel does?" Because that would make my year.
As long as it says areola afterwards.
Oh, that's hot. I like that one.
Yeah, everybody seems this has been the consensus winner of the Tour de Zoom. I
With
don't know if I
parental advisory. That's great.
sold out. Yeah, I kind of want to go New Kids on the Block / Yeah. Okay. So we got that one. Now, Destrucity with Brother Love and how much he hated. So you got that one. Or now this one's a deep dive. Instead of the Bat Cave, I've shown this.
God.
So it's Lois with her arm in a cast taking a acorn stair lift up to the Bat Cave, and it's Lois Lane, as in her lane or street or avenue.
Oh my God.
I love
But
that.
the only one that got retweeted by ad-free shows by anybody was the last one, and the one I did not expect at all for Lori Bischoff. As you know, she was a Playboy and Play-Doh model. As a child, she did commercials for Play-Doh. As
How
an
the fuck
adult,
did Eric Fisher just score? What did I miss?
so I thought the 83 weeks
Oh
played
my
with
God.
the rabbit would
That's
sell
It's number 2.
to Lois Lane or
No. The
Destrucity
yeah. No. Number 2.
to Bad Boys.
Yeah, the Bad Boys.
Oh boy, I'm replying to myself.
Do you normally send yourself emails, Karl?
Pretty much. Literally, I have to email myself links. What the hell?
Hey, Karl,
Well,
question. What is your favorite comic book character and or cinematic comic book character?
It's very
Favorite
interesting.
superhero?
You say that. You guys, you will not like this. Antonio's back. From the NY. By the way, a touchdown just caught
New
there
York.
by a offensive lineman, Fisher. He was the first pick in the draft. Am I wrong on that, Matt?
You are correct. Out of Central Michigan.
The Mac. What up, Mac? Maction. Oh, Mike, side note, your wife does know Ball State is playing a 6-game schedule starting in November.
Chirp, chirp.
Thank you. What's my favorite? I would say I'm going to say Venom.
That's actually not bad.
Say Venom.
Frank?
I really enjoyed the video game on Sega that they had.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna sound like I'm copying, but I would have to say it's a toss up between Superman and Batman.
Yeah.
I didn't really read comics as a kid. I was more WWF, but when the movie started coming out, like I loved the original Batman from 1989.
89 Batman with Burton. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's the one where Jack Nicholson plays a Joker, correct?
Yeah. And I just, I fell in love with Batman, but then I loved the Supermans from the early 80s and I loved the remakes. You could say I'm more of a DC fan than anything. But yeah, I would probably lean toward Batman.
Henry?
Mine's kind of a tie between two characters that they still haven't put in a movie together yet, and I'm hoping they do before Sony walks away from Marvel for good.
Ooh,
Deadpool and Spider-Man. I feel like they would make a fantastic combination. One of the things you guys haven't seen yet, because
who is Spider-Man and who again? I'm sorry.
Deadpool.
Oh yes, okay, yes.
One of the things that you guys haven't seen is somewhere in this mess that I still haven't really sorted through since I moved into my new home. I have a small pop vinyl collection of various things from movies, professional wrestlers. One of my idols is Stan Lee. And Stan Lee is, I want to say, best remembered for doing a lot of things, including ripping off a couple of the people he worked with. But one of the things that people primarily remember him for now is Spider-Man. And most people would look at me when I say that I like Spider-Man over, say, like a Captain America or a Batman or something like that, to give me a goofy look. I'm like, he's just a normal person. He starts out that way just like the rest of us. Then something happens and all of a sudden he becomes a hero.
You want to know what the non-comic book world, if you're not like fully engrossed, saturated in it, you know what they remember him from?
His cameos.
In Mallrats.
And the Incredible Hulk. Not the movie, the TV show from the 80s with Lou Ferrigno. Wasn't he in a few episodes?
I don't know that. All I know is the first time I heard the name and saw the person was Mallrats.
That was
actually, it's
famous,
funny you say that, because the cameo he's in Captain Marvel, he's actually reading his lines from Mallrats. And it is the most touching thing.
Okay, that's amazing.
Does it relate to Mr. Fantastic's dick? Because those are the questions he's asking in or answering in Mallrats.
I don't know. I suppose that's a question for whoever directed the movie.
They edited some of it out then.
Mark Ingram headed to the sidelines, folks, and this might be an ejection right here.
Oy vey.
We might have an ejection.
I just want to say on Lou Ferrigno, I don't know him from The Incredible Hulk. I know him from more of his time on the show I love the most, King of Queens.
Oh, I love that show.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Matt, you might know a little bit more about this. Oh, my.
Did anybody agree or disagree with that call? Henry, I'm so sorry.
You're fine.
Agree or disagree with that call on that personal foul?
It looked like he tripped. That shouldn't have drawn a flag.
I mean,
oh, what? Forearm shiver when he's falling down.
Frank?
Hi, what's up?
Your thoughts? Did you see that play?
Oh, on the play? I don't think it was personal foul in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, that was almost intercepted.
Hey, Mike.
Wow.
You have a favorite superhero?
I'm a Superman guy through and through.
There are so many of us. I thought there were none of us, but now we're so many. Karl, you see this?
Yeah, I know. I want that Lois Lane shirt made. So, because she can't get up.
I thought that I was in the super minority trying to explain this to Lauren.
Did you? Did everybody see Matt's collection of figures? And Henry, you still have to finish yours. By far the best collectors, Rocco. There's nobody. Frank, you're up there. Actually, you know what? To each their own. Everybody has something unique and different. Rocco, yours is very eclectic in the sense that you've got Elvis and you've got who's the other person I brought up? Well, you do have that.
Yes, WWE, Yankee, Superman.
No, there was something else. Yeah, I felt like there was a singer too that you had. Oh, Kiss. You had yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I never showed
I think that warranted a flag.
Yeah, that's a flag right there when your helmet is ripped off. At least he didn't go Myles Garrett and try to turn Mason Rudolph into Simple Jack. So that's good. And now we got a somewhat of a game with 7:19. We'll dump off to J.K. Dobbins, who I have sitting on my bench. But we're almost there. I can't believe we made it this long. We might as well make it until the end of the game, unless it goes into overtime, at which point I will have no voice for tomorrow. Who is in, by the way, just so when we're all here? Mike, I know you're out. Henry's in. Matt, you're in for tomorrow.
I ended up having some stuff rearranged. I may jump in a little after 5:30.
All right, that's fine. That's fine. Rocco, can you make tomorrow's Zoom Bischoff call in the pre-show?
Yeah.
Rad. Antonio.
I don't want to say I'm all in because I'm a WWE guy.
Frank, are you in for tomorrow?
Well, my professor decided to drop a assignment that's a group, and I have to go to class now. So I'm going to miss it all again.
If you can think of something you want to ask Frank, I'll be happy to ask it for you.
Buddy, might take you up on that, so I'll hit you up on Discord.
You know Lauren will for sure if you just message her.
Yeah,
same here.
And I want to compliment.
How we pronounce areola. Sorry, I'm not going to give up on this.
There is one thing I
love it. I love you.
Is it for life or for skin, Eric? What is it?
Is it a fat chick? Is it a fat chick on a Harley with a Prono Pump stuck up her ass?
Oh, they brought him down.
On a scale of 8 to 12 inches at 5'10", where do you think you'd fall? And do you have to fold it in half to fit it in a lady? Lauren wants to know. And so does Frank.
Hey, I feel like I asked a legitimate question that's probably going to get me kicked off of Top Guy Theater.
Oh, God, never.
No,
never.
Stop. No.
TJ might murder someone.
No,
TJ is for sure murdering someone by the time we're done.
Where's
Pat?
That's gonna
Where's
make
the
Matt
PI?
happy.
Where's the PI?
I am like a full minute 30 behind now.
So
Title,
it was
you're
4th and
second.
24. They went for it. They did not get it.
But there was PI.
The problem is I feel like that's such a subjective call at the whim of the referee.
Oh my Lord!
I feel like they need. Well, hold on. I feel like
you're right. You're right.
I feel like they need the sky cam that they've talked about implementing for years.
Hey, by the
Let
way,
that be the seventh ref.
Santos, who are you in on? Who's your superhero?
Oh, DC, Batman, Marvel, Iron Man.
Why Iron Man?
Iron Man. Now that's a good one to throw in there.
That is a good one.
But I'm more of a villain guy. I like the villains more. I go for
You're like
villain,
the Rogues Gallery. Like the Rogues Gallery probably defines the hero, right?
yeah, like the Joker and Venom are my favorite. Well, I don't know about Venom. He's like an anti-hero.
There is one thing I'd love to get my hands on someday. Back, I want to say it was 2000,
Careful.
2001. The head of DC Comics at the time wanted Stan Lee to do a bunch of comics like the DC characters like Batman, Superman, etc.
What if Stan Lee re-envisioned the DC universe?
Yeah, I read about that in his
no.
autobiography, and I'd love to read them someday.
Have them.
You lucky bastard.
So, is anybody a Star Trek fan?
Just Next Generation for me.
Yeah,
Next Generation was the one that I really liked.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I didn't really like the original, but I remember watching a lot of Next Generation. But I didn't really follow it after that either, and I wasn't really into the movies.
First Contact is a soft remake of Aliens. And if you watch it like that, it's a completely different experience.
What's a Star Trek? What's Star Trek? Miles. Star Trek.
Wait. Oh, we've gotten it. We have now fallen down the wormhole. We have now gone down. We have
It
now.
only took us 3 hours to go down the wormhole.
Longest.
Is this a Deep Space Nine wormhole, though?
Oh boy!
I thought it was a Tremors wormhole.
No, I was gonna shill for a hometown discount.
It was the Sunny Days wormhole.
Oh.
Hey, let me just tell you, I'd be all about a Sunny Days 1996 hole. Let me tell you right now.
Yeah.
Is that going to get censored?
Is that as long as it's in a closet, broom closet, or in front of a bathroom mirror?
Just I don't want to show him like the sloppy seconds though.
With a rubber, nobody wants HBK's HPV.
I like that.
Writing that down as a shirt. Who said that? So I can give credit.
Matt.
We need that as a shirt, and then we need Sean must strip as a shirt.
Yes. No, that's already on the list. I'm just getting a pen. Just so I can...
Hashtag she pooted.
That is what
well, here's the thing. She pooted might be gimmick infringement at this point.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it. I would say, think it is. If you do want a hometown discount on this, my stepdad said, "Go ahead and try and sell it." I said, "Okay, I will." I said, "How much is it worth?" He's like, "You figure it out." I go, "Okay."
No, wait, what?
If you want a hometown discount on this super rare, let me see if I can zoom in here on some of the pictures. This very rare, like you name it, it has everything in it.
Like the complete Blu-ray box set of the entire Star Trek universe?
No. Hold on. Let me. Oh wait, one
Hey,
active.
Don't forget about Blunt Man and Chronic.
Oh yes. I met Kevin Smith. He's a Mitch.
Name 3 things worse than
funny comic book shop a couple years ago.
Wow. What?
Kevin Smith, to make sure I'm thinking of the same person, is the actor and the actor who was in both Clerks movies. And
Jay and Silent Bob.
The other half, the quiet half of Jay and Silent Bob. Yeah. Maybe I've had too much. He has a comic book shop down in Red Bank, New Jersey.
Yes, he does.
And from there, and it is a wonderful place. We went to a comic book convention 2 years ago in Philadelphia, and on our way back, we went there. And I have a shirt somewhere around here with that scene from, I think it's the first Clerks, where he's got his head down on the counter and it reads in a caption, but I'm not even supposed to be here today.
That's what I'm talking about.
Did you guys see the reboot?
If you want comics in a DC, this is one still in the cellophane. If anybody's
damn.
So I didn't know what sell it for
3 hours and it's only 8 o'clock. God damn.
Dude, this game is long AF, as Lauren would say.
Can
Long.
I ask a question from everybody?
Yeah.
Just so I can just so I can have something else to watch. What's everybody streaming right now that they'd highly recommend?
I'm finishing McMillions. Please, nobody tell me, or McBillions, whatever it is. I'm not done with it, but I'm.
Did you see what I was showing you? What I told you about Westerly in there?
Yes.
Isn't that crazy?
Okay. Peek behind the curtain. I'm watching it with my mom, who drives over, and I text her because I'm like, "Hey, there's 3 minutes left in the game. Let's just schnockered, and I need to fall asleep, and we need to finish this thing." So, McMillions, whatever it's called on HBO Max. If you want my login, I'll give it to you. Is about the Monopoly game pieces in the McDonald's game you get for fries or your pop or whatever. Anyways, I text it to Frank. Frank then sends me a message back saying, "Yeah, check this shit out." The guy bought at the beginning, I don't want to give too much away, bought that winning piece at this place.
Well, yeah.
I show it to my mom. My mom takes my phone and texts Frank from my phone about how excited she was that you even lived remotely close. Not only that, you're like, how far away?
From where that happened?
Yeah.
That's downtown Westerly. That's a mile away from here.
It's unbelievable.
We just went down the McMillions bandwagon, didn't we?
Yeah.
Well, Matt,
don't tell me I'm not done. I'm not done. But no,
the
going
question
around.
I asked was, what was everyone streaming right now? Because I need something new to watch.
So, have you gone down the road of Chef's Table, Ugly Delicious, or Chef's Show?
No. Is that Netflix?
Uh-huh. Chef's Table is like just pure genius on a different level.
What was it? That Phil recommended The Boys? Or what's the one with
Oh, God, yes. That show, The Boys. Yes, on Prime.
On Prime, yeah.
Or it's on Netflix too, right?
No, it is not.
It's just Prime, I think.
What am I thinking of?
Talk about a metaphysical deconstruction of superheroes.
It's got the guy from
Banshee, and it's got Karl Urban from Red and from Star Trek. He played Bones McCoy.
Doesn't it have the main actor from that nerd show that was on CBS that was a sitcom?
The Big Bang Theory?
Yeah.
No.
I love that show.
Okay. This is where I'm confused.
You're confused. You think that Dennis Quaid's kid looks like one of the people from The Big Bang Theory.
No, hold on. You guys answer that question. I'm going to figure out what series he recommended, or everybody was telling me to watch.
What are you streaming right now, Rocco? Don't say porn.
No. You know what's funny? Believe it or not, Maria and I, we're not even streaming anything. We are watching The Facts of Life the entire
Oh my God.
season.
Really?
I love that show. And there goes the dog. Yeah, and it's a great show. I know.
Bottle opener.
That's awesome.
Oh, wow.
Let me mute. Sorry.
Rocco,
I mean, I watched them.
The Facts of Life.
Yeah. And that's like when we're home watching TV.
The Toys That Made Us was really good, by the way.
What is it?
The Toys That Made Us.
Toys That Made Us in high school were very good.
Toys That Made Us.
Very, very good. I'm really getting annoyed by this. What did everybody tell me to watch? It was on Discord. Everybody told me to watch it.
It's gonna be The Boys.
Henry, was that your recommendation, The Boys?
I don't think so. It could have been, but I honestly don't remember.
What are you watching right now?
Right at the moment, I'm switching between several different shows. I'm also a big fan of The Simpsons. The early stuff, not anything really new. But like the first 10, 11 seasons, that's my bread and butter.
When it was still cell animation, like super dirty.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite episode is the one they wouldn't show on TV for the longest time because it featured the World Trade Center, the one where they go to New York.
Oh, fuck yeah. I know what you're talking about.
I've also been streaming House of Cards.
Yeah, I enjoyed that quite a bit.
I find that I can rewatch it. I've also been watching a lot of old WWE stuff that primarily features Jim Ross because I find his voice comforting and soothing when he's paired with Jerry the King Lawler. I don't know why.
Has anybody gotten through the AWA episode?
I've
completed it. I watched that last night.
And I will tell you that had I not voted in a poll before I listened to 83 Weeks, I would have probably voted for the AWA team.
I voted for the AWA.
Yeah, I can't. I don't know that I could have watched that, guys. It looked horrible. I'm having a hard time.
So bad.
I had a hard time with Thunderdome now. I don't know if I could deal with it back in 1989.
See, I was a little bit surprised that TJ went with the idea of doing like the Tony Schiavone stream, but really, with what they were doing this week, Lou Albano didn't really have a lot of match type stuff in WWE that I can remember. I want to make that clear. I'm probably the youngest person in this group.
How old are you?
I'm 30.
I'm 30.
Rocco.
Fun fact.
Henry, I'm 30.
Really?
How old are you, Rocco?
Yeah.
27.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe not.
Mike, how old are you?
34.
Santos?
30.
Bruno?
40.
Karl?
Love it.
You're like 35,
35.
right?
I'm 35.
Yeah, 37.
It's
So
an
I'm
interesting
the old one here.
The interesting fun fact, I share my birthday with both the guy who's in that show, and it was on AMC where they make meth. He was also in Malcolm in the Middle, but I can never remember his name.
Oh,
I've never
Brian Crandall?
I have Brian Cranston. I've never seen an episode.
Wait,
And I also share my birth. Hold on. I share my birthday too with Bruce Pritchard.
Oh, that's awesome.
Nice.
That is.
I share mine with.
But everybody's heard of
Edge.
Brian. Everybody's heard of the guy from Breaking Bad. That's the show, Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Brian Cranston.
Karl, have you never seen an episode of Breaking Bad?
Never.
Oh my
Neither.
Lanta.
I know. I
Neither have
know.
I.
Neither.
I know.
I've never watched it, but I know the basic premise.
See, I need to do Ozarks and that.
Where's everybody at on The Wire, by the way?
Again, another one I've heard it's amazing, but it is.
Fucking balls. The Sopranos?
Yeah.
I won't watch The Sopranos on principle because I know how it ends. The very last show.
Oh, Henry, fuck you.
I tried watching The Sopranos. I got through like the first season and was like, fucking put a bullet in my head. I could not go any further.
All right,
just
fair to each their own.
couldn't
Battlestar Galactica 2000.
What's that?
Battlestar Galactica?
Oh.
Oh, no.
2000. I feel strongly enough about BSG that I will send copies to everyone that wants to watch it.
Wait, BSG is.
Battlestar Galactica.
Oh god.
Let's do it. I'm
not
willing to turn down new things.
I'd try it out. But Mike, what are you streaming right now?
Yeah, Mike, go ahead.
The wife and I have been watching Yellowstone.
Heard that's good. Yeah.
It's good. I'm also going through a point in my life where I'm just kind of done watching such serious shit all the time.
Thank you. Thank you, Mike.
It's very
go on.
And it's just like I there's been a few times where I'm like, I just kind of want to take a step away from this for a while. When Shelter in Place first happened, I got this stupid idea in my head to like watch all of ER, which is like a 15 season.
Oh my god.
I finished it and it's good. It was fine. It was a good way to spend my Shelter in Place. So yeah, Yellowstone's the one that I would probably recommend if you're okay with watching something pretty serious, because it's not. There's not a lot of humor. There is humor, but there's not much.
No, I like saying out of humor, Tom Segura, Completely Normal, Tom Segura, Disgraceful, or Tom Segura, Ball Hog. But by far, out of anything comedy wise on Netflix, and it does not. Now you have to enjoy cringe. Giving you this as a just a heads up. I think you should leave with Tim Robinson. Is the most cringeworthy, and it's over. It's all over here in Baltimore. There will be a 3-0 Kansas City Chiefs team.
That is the best Howard Cosell impression I think I've ever heard.
All right, fellas.
Gents, that's going to
for
do
this
it. I will hit you up with the link tomorrow for the Bischoff kickoff hour, and we're going to actually go out on that. That is going to be at 5:30 Eastern. That is, good God, 2:30 my time. Hopefully, I don't stay up editing or doing something stupid. You guys have been the best. Chiefs win. Matt, all our best at saying that.
Keep up on your Chicago Cubs at KarlMandic.com.
They're going to get their first loss in Buffalo, Matt.
We're
Voodoo.com.
going to be watching it again with all of us jabronis. Jabronis.
I look forward to that.
Hogan. Oh, but you know what? You know who's not jabroni? Eric Bischoff. I never worked for him, but he make me humble. He break back of Shiki and make me humble.
The following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.